Butter.
Hello everyone, and welcome to... I was about to say the oncoming storm. Welcome to D&D Cyberpunk. I am your host, Nova, otherwise known as Buckboy1014. How are you all doing? I am joined by Rattle, Foxy, and Chica, playing Alder,
Ah.
Zero, and Rattle.
Hello.
Don't know why I felt like doing an extended intro this time around, but I did. uh, Alder, do you want to say anything?
Potato.
Okay then, Potato.
I like how he seems so concerned.
It's
Potato.
concerned, Potato. Hey,
Look what Foxy put.
Potato will rule all. uh, now I'm just reminded of the ASDF meme of die, Potato. No! You fly, the stupid fly flying around my room. Anyway, where we last left off, all of you were in a rope trick for about an hour because you had narrowly escaped from a bunch of Umbral Hulks. You're still technically in the rope trick in this session. All of you escaped from a bunch of Umbral Hulks and got to watch the cacophony that was corporate getting their butt kicked by giant creatures in the sewer. This eventually culminated with them going, yeah, it's not worth it, and just retreating. So one of the creatures is still alive down there. The other one, though, is dead. And yes, before you're out, as Alder found out, they do taste like lobster.
That is delicious.
I sent the thing in the Discord.
I saw it. It's cute. Thank you. Die, Potato. Not today. Anyway. For those of you who do not know, by the way, I stream this on a Cyberpunk Discord server. If you'd like to come join, to either join the campaign or just hang out, well, actually I don't have a link directly to his server now I think about it in my video description. I have a link to my server, though, to be fair. Let me actually post a link in the description of this video. I'll remember to do that after I upload it. Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna get better actually about putting links to my socials in my description. But anyway, currently you're all still in the road trip. Yeah, the farm music.
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
It's okay. I appreciate this. And come see my channel once I figure out how to link it. Yes! If anyone has any socials you want me to put in the description of my videos, by the way, let me know and I'll just put them in there. Either your YouTubes, your Twitches, your Spotify's, whatever. Yeah, just send me them in DMs and I'll post them in my videos. But anywho. Yes, welcome. So, is there anything anyone would like to do before I get the session started in terms of the new things happening? We're in the time of about the last 10 minutes of the rope trick. It's been about 50 minutes and your short rest is just about up.
Do we heal from the short rest?
That will happen after the road trick ends, so you still got some time before then.
Okay. I'm gonna think about the two steel defenders I had.
Okay, what about them?
I was thinking, if I was thinking about them, wouldn't that make them be summoned to me?
There's a battle. I'm checking if a battle artificer resummons on a short rest or a long rest. Because I forget offhand. If it's a short rest, then that would be after the road trick ends that they would be summoned back, but they'd be summoned back below the road trick. But let me check. Battlesmith. Because for those of you who don't know, something that was discussed earlier today before we were on camera was that since magic's coming back, Battlesmith Artificer should just be able to summon Rattle's Steel Defender back to them. Which is something I had forgotten about. Where is subclasses?
The Steel Defender returns to life after 1 minute with all its hit points restored. At the end of a long rest, you can create a new Steel Defender.
Okay, well, it's not currently dead.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna mute every once in a while.
No, that's fine. I'm totally fine with that. Go ahead and mute. I appreciate the background noise. Yeah, because at the end of the long rest, you can create a brand new one with Smith's tools if you have them. In combat, you can account many. Where did you get the 1 minute thing?
At the end of the Steel Defender in my character sheet.
If the mending spell was cast on defender, it regains 2d6 hit points. If the mender has died within the last hour, you can use your Smith's tools as an action to revive it, provided within 5 feet and spend a spell slot rates a little higher. The defender returns to life after 1 minute with all of its hit points restored. That's if you spent the action to revive it while you're next to it. So, no, actually, you can't resummon it to you. You can either make a new one when you do a long rest, or that's it, actually. You can't just summon the old one back. You would have to make sure the old one is dead if you wanted to get a new one back with the same stuff as the old one, which no, it's not dead. Corbin has it.
But what about the one that was shot?
The one that was shot that is dead. Is it dead? I forget.
No.
If it's actually dead, then yes, you can bring that one back.
Okay,
I
will bring that one.
Threw it out, so left for dead. True. They did leave it for dead. Okay, so yeah, actually, if you took a long rest, you could recreate it. But we have not currently taken a long rest. We took a short rest. The next time you take an 8-hour long rest, you can remake your Steel Defender to get it back. It'll have the same constants and everything that I had beforehand, because that's how I had it work with Dread in the other campaign.
Okay.
Yep. I keep looking at that dye potato meme. Anyway. So yes, people might be wondering, why do I have this music in the background? Well, that is because all of you get contacted by a certain individual. Because you are in a rope trick. And because rope tricks are pocket dimensions. And because pocket dimensions are in the astral plane, a certain divine being within the astral plane reaches out to all of you, sensing a familiar face. That familiar face being Alder.
What's going on?
The sky in the rope trick goes dark and begins to glow with... It turns a deep shade of black and purple and has a sea of stars visible in it now. As you feel a great presence is staring at you from the sky. How do you all react to this?
Greetings.
How do you all react to this?
It wasn't me.
Yes, this is not your fault.
Alder looks down. It was me.
Anyone who sees the sky, I would like you to give me a wisdom saving throw. which does include all your companions, by the way.
Wouldn't that also count for the citizen and guard?
Yes. This is going to be causing pandemonium amongst the citizenry. I will go ahead and warn you. And the guards. I'm not even going to make saving throws for them. I'm just going to determine how many of them fail. Which I will go ahead and tell you, by the way, Alder, you failed. This is going to be fun because Alder failed.
So did my Clockwork Dragon pass?
Wizard Clock. Well, we'll get there once everyone's made their rolls. I am looking for a DC 15.
Then he did fail.
Yeah. And I will go ahead and say the majority of the citizens failed as well as one of the guards.
So only me and Sora passed.
Uh-huh. As all of you were staring into the abyss, and the abyss stared back and reached into your minds, inflicting madness upon a great number of you. So, everyone who failed, roll me a D8. And you hear great chanting from the sky, I want pie. Or rather, Alder, you can do the voice.
Oh, not one for the Clockwork Dragon.
What?
Not one
That
for the
is
Clockwork
2,
Dragon.
5, and a 6.
Okay. Which dice is for who?
The not one is for the
Two.
Clockwork Dragon.
Yes, I'm aware. I was asking Sheikah which
I-
of their devices for who. The 2 is for who? Alder. Alder. Okay, you're typing it out. Okay, good. Those are bubbles. Oh, we got no bonus.
Then you die.
Should I have Zoro make a dexterity save?
Yes.
Oh no. Okay, Zoro, make a dex save. Alder's
he would have
patron just smited you.
He would have offended because of the Scots feature, right?
Yes, which means that was a 21. I think a 21 passes. I don't know what exactly you're
21.
hitting them with, but I can't see it being hard.
I could be rude and hit them with Gaze of the Cosmic Void, which needs a 36.
No, let's not do Gaze of the
Oh
Cosmic
no,
Void,
the
please.
special DC would be higher.
Let's be reasonable here. Let's just do equivalent of like the Barrages' God Laser with this, but less powerful. So, Zoro, you get hit in the face with a great cosmic pie and take 1d6 emotional damage. How about that? That sounds more fun. Cosmic pie, yeah.
That's what's happening.
It is a pie that is pie flavor. What that means, you have no idea.
No, it's a cosmic boop.
There you go, cosmic boop. Get touched in the face by a giant cosmic figure. Anyway, yes, this is your first introduction to Alder's new patron. The Great Void Being.
I'm glad I passed.
Uh-huh, because everyone who failed is getting madness, and your D8 roll determines how much madness you get. So, if you roll a 1 through 4, you get 1 instance of short-term madness. If you roll a 5 or a 6, you get 1 instance of long-term madness. If you roll 7 or 8, you get 1 instance of indefinite madness. Sorry, 5 through 7 and then 8 is indefinite. Apologies. Either way, thankfully no one rolled an 8. But, Bubbles and Bullets both have long-term madness.
Yay! Do I need to keep track of that?
And the Clockwork has short term.
Yes. As for the short-term madness of the Clockwork Dragon, um, the Clockwork Dragon perceives itself as the actual Silvestro for the next 1d8 hours. Let me go ahead and roll how long that is.
Eh,
7 hours. For the next 7 hours, it perceives itself as the actual Silvestro and will act as your warlock patron and not listen to your orders. Because it thinks it's your boss.
But I'm a ranger.
But it's
The
also
artificer-
inflicted with madness, so it's not listening to your orders anymore, like in Pokemon. It will go away after 7. Also, if you have lesser restoration, you can restore short-term madness. There's also that. Greater restoration can restore long-term madness, but indefinite is not. As for the other two, Alder, so do you want to start with Bullet first or with Bubbles?
Wait, what happens to Alder?
Oh, right, Alder is also affected. What did Alder roll? Alder rolled a 2, right?
short term.
Yeah. Alder, you get a flood of memories from your patron, and for a brief moment,
No.
foresee yourself as the mortal version of your patron for the next 1d8 hours. So for 4 hours, you see yourself as the mortal version of your patron, which you know who that character is. I'm being
do.
specific, not saying their name, but as getting rid of the echo part of your Echo Knight did not go as smoothly as you thought it would. It seemed to have possessed you for the next 4 hours.
I'm just shaking my head at this moment.
Yeah. By the way, there was screaming coming from the citizenry. Because a lot of them got pretty bad madness from this. There's panicking, there's screaming, there's terrified roars. Now let's talk about all Bubbles and... Yeah, by the way, we haven't even gotten to the patron talking yet.
Yeah.
Yes, Zoro becomes Dirtface. Zoro, did you roll anything good? You pass.
Yeah, he got a 15.
Nice. Zoro managed to keep his sanity. I am surprised. I am very surprised. And I'm proud. Good job, Zoro, on keeping your sanity. Because yes, this is rolls for... Because you literally stared and you're basically staring at an eldritch god right now. So, you know. Anyway, time for Bubbles and Bullet. Which one do you like to start with first? I'm fine with either.
Bullet.
I'm surprised I passed.
Yeah, you did surprisingly good. Also, can't break what's already broken. Oh, trust me, you could be far more broken than you already are. You have not seen the
Do
depths
not
of breaking
say that in
yet.
front of Alder's patron. Do not say that to Alder's patron.
Alder's patron will take that as a challenge, Zora. Anyway, I do like your statement, though. I do like that. Anyway, so Bullets, I'm gonna go ahead and say they get the madness alongside their gift, and so by this, when they receive their stuff, they lose touch with their old self and fully believe that they are who they are getting the memories of from your patron. You know who that is, Alder. Would you like to tell the party?
Right now, he's not saying anything.
Okay. So, yeah. All Bullet is being given the memories of a different individual from a different time and a different place, and is now fully believing they are that individual. Go ahead.
Meanwhile, you're just seeing Meanwhile, you're just seeing Bullet grow.
As they get to a large size and bloat with unearthly energies. Hey, Sheikah, roll me a D100. For the next 89 days, they will fully believe they are that person and lose all memories of being Bullet for that entire duration.
So they're kind of like Alder being right now.
Yep. Very similar to how Alder works.
Well,
As
I
for...
don't think.
Go ahead.
Well, the funniest thing is they're not able to turn back to medium.
No, they are permanently stuck at large size currently. They are now a large size creature permanently. That will continue whether they have the madness or not. That's just a permanent thing. As for Bubbles, this one I didn't anticipate, so I don't have something prepared for this one. Because, fun fact, I prepared madness ahead of time for everyone.
No! I'm gonna just say you outward. Cathagos just jokingly said that they believe they're squirting oil.
Sure! By the way, that's spoilers, spoilers if you want to confirm to them, Alder. But yeah, what you were currently... Can I just go ahead and confirm at this point?
Yes.
Alright. First off, roll me a d100. Second off, yes, this great cosmic being you're seeing in the sky is the true form of Cathanglis from my other campaign, Stormfront. AKA the final form at the end of their adventure.
Oh.
My name is Carcinochian Carcathangos.
Short for Cathanglis. Yes, they are basically an eldritch god at this point, and they are a god of the void.
I'm kind of wondering what would the madness effect be for battle?
Would the madness affect battle? Yes, the madness will affect battle.
No, what is it if it did went off?
What is it if it... I can't understand what you're asking me, sorry.
What would Rattle's madness be if it did went off?
If Rattles did go off, if Rattles did go off, he would fully think that he was from the Spyro franchise for a while.
Oh.
he would just basically think he has the origin of the other Rattle Darkstar. As for Zoro, Zoro would be unable to slow himself, and he would be shifting constantly and basically being permanently unstable in the fact that he'd be like constantly jittering everywhere.
So kind of like he's entering the Speed Force.
Yeah, it's kind of like that one scene from Justice League with Flash where he just bamps out of reality because he's going too fast. That's kind of what would have happened to Zoro if Zoro lost the madness check, but thankfully he did not, so we don't need to worry about that.
Cathagos is. I'm just now gonna say it that type.
Yeah.
Hello, Lupine.
Also, Zoro just said, "Hello, God," which I assume is in the Alucard voice from Hellsing Ultimate Bridge.
And Cathagos, I think, would repeat the same voice. Hello, Lupine.
Carcinogen Cathanglis, the Elder Dragon.
I'm not gonna even question this.
Yeah, fun fact. The Echo Knight that the Echo that you've been seeing them summon, is the mortal version of Cathanglis from Stormfront. But this is not the mortal version. This is the true form of it. Which, by the way, Alder currently thinks that they're Cathanglis from Stormfront.
I'm just rubbing my head because it's exciting me.
Alder, did you roll me a second D100? You did. Okay. Would you like to know what happens for Bubbles? Because I just came up with the idea. Go ahead.
You do.
The only thing you know currently is Bubbles is entirely unresponsive and not moving. And you don't know what's going on with Bubbles. I'm not going to give more details than that yet.
And Bo will respond, I am Raichu of the Wild.
As yes, Bullet got the memories of Raichu from the other campaign. We talked about this ahead of time. This is going to be a thing anyway, whether Madness is a thing or not. The only thing the madness is doing is causing him to forget that he's Bullet at all. It was going to be that he'd get the memories of Raiju, but also be Bullet at the same time still. But no, the madness is saying no to that. As, are you going to have the gift thing happen now, Oler?
Cathangus would. I doubt Cathangus is gonna. Yeah, no, Cathangus doesn't want to give a gift to Bubbles.
Oh yeah, well no, not Bubbles. We're not talking about Bubbles.
Cathangus, you'd see a large paw snap its fingers, a draconic-sized paw.
By draconic size in this case, we mean a size that is bigger than the stars in the sky. And you also see a few different specks of light from the sky descend down towards you all. Specifically, one descending towards Rattle, one descending towards Alder, and one descending towards Zoro. Do you willingly accept these stars of light as they are about to hit your bodies?
Bullet.
And one towards Bullet.
One descending to Bullet.
Are you going to try and dodge these, or are you just going to let them hit you? You boop the starlight. Okay, so you're not dodging. Got it.
The starlight will boop back.
I'll explain what the starlight will do when we get to there.
Uh,
Randall, you can try and dodge.
I'm gonna try to block.
Alright, blocking will not work. Because they will just enter your body anyway. Through your arm that you're blocking with. Alder, I assume you're not going to try and dodge?
Alder, you won't dodge at all.
Yeah.
Same with Bullet.
So, as these bits of stars enter your body, all of you feel a great claw reach inside of your hearts and pull a piece out of your soul. But in return, give you great boons in the form of cosmic power. As all of you get gifts from the patron. Yay! You are being given, I think it's specifically 2 epic boons?
Okay. So, I'm writing this down.
Well, I see Soda is here.
Yeah, welcome, Soder. Soder's not in chat, but yeah. Let me give them the Group 2 roll.
You all have potential. This just will speed something up in you.
So, you all are given epic boons. Specifically, they gave you 2 boons. One being the boon of lesser feats, and the other one being the boon of second subclass. So, remember how you're all getting, you all want, like, more subclasses? Well, Zoro, you're getting your subclass of the Archfey right now. The Archfey one for Sebesto. And Rattle, I don't remember if you had the second one, but you get to just choose a second subclass now.
I only have 2.
I know, you get another one. Is my point.
Feel free to choose where you want.
Yeah, so Zoro, you didn't have to train for yours. You just got given it by, because Cathangos is friends with, Sebesto. So, he did this as a solid
He is my uncle.
Yes. This thing is the nephew of Silvestro. Wrap your head around that one. Sorry, great nephew. Here's car zooming. Yeah. That's outside my window. Apologies, my window is open, so if you want, I can close my window.
But yeah, 3 levels of spell training. There's already at max level with a spell magic.
We should probably explain what the heck spell training does for them if they don't know, because I mean, I know Rattle was part of my other campaign, but Zoro wasn't. Also,
you all get
the car zooming noise is just you're still in cyberpunk, so just say that that's stuff out on the outside street.
Have no thought.
I have no thoughts. Okay. So, yeah, specifically, you'll get all Silver Quill Initiate, Silver Quill Mascot, and 3 levels of spell training. Which also means that all of you gain a ink familiar thingy from the ink familiar from Silver Quill.
The ink lies many secrets.
In addition, all of you get a magic item. Specifically, Rattle, you get a all-purpose tool, +2.
Okay. The second subclass would be the Fey Wanderer.
Alright, you get Fey Wanderer Ranger. Cool. Zoro, you get Pegasus Boots. And these are the Pegasus Boots from Zelda. Would you like to know how they're
You want to run? Basically, Zoro, you want to run faster? Here's your thing.
Remember how you wanted to charge attack, Zoro? Here you go. Here's your charge attack.
An Alder gets a crown.
Gets the Ivy Crown of Prophecy, yes. As for spell training, how that works, it does a couple of things, but basically, it gives you additional spells known, it gives you additional spells prepared each day, it gives you additional magic caster levels, which what that means is, in the back of your character sheet, you'll have a little number called magic caster levels, which is the level of all the combined caster classes that you have, because like some are half casters, some are full casters. It directly increases that number, which just affects how much spell slots you have, basically. That's all it affects. And a few other things. Silver Quill Initiate means that you're getting a first level spell and a cantrip tied to Silver Quill. And the Silver Quill Mascot as well lets you summon the Ink Demon thing. So, this session is basically just going to be covering, for the most part, what these boons are giving you. As well as your talk with Cathanglis, which is the patron.
For example, Alder gets Sacred Flame, Vicious Mockery, and I think I took Silvery Barbs.
Yeah, so we already covered what Chico is getting beforehand, but since I want this to be a surprise, I didn't cover this with anyone else. I figured we'd cover it in the session, though, and then the session... So, yeah, that's what we're doing here. Would anyone like to know what any of these things do in terms of specifics, like the magic items or the boons for you specifically? Because I can get to that info if you want it.
I need to see what Boon of Divine Size does for Bullet.
It permanently increases his size by 1.
But doesn't it also increase, like, the hit and, like, attack dice, or no?
Whenever you scale a creature up by 1 size, all the damage dice of the creature's natural weapon also scale up by 1 size.
Okay, so Claw is going up to 1d8.
Yep.
Range, I think, goes up by 5.
Yeah, it gets 5 more feet of range in terms of, like, actual reach. That's correct. Where is spell training? Spell training. Here you go. I'll grab spell training and post it into the thing. So now, at first, Alder wanted them to do like individual different boons for everyone, but I'm like, no. I figured it would be easier if we just had everyone get the same boons, and also everyone has casting classes already because you have Ranger, Zoro has Warlock. And Cathanglis has also Warlock.
Oh, wait, how would this affect the Force?
What about Force? Oh, the Force Empowered Rend would also get a damage dice increase. As in like
no,
a
this
size.
is Sonic Scree. The Sonic Scree.
Sonic Scree.
Because it's 120 feet.
It doesn't do damage?
It does 2d8.
It would affect the damage, not the range. Also, Zoro, yes,
so
you are
2d10.
still getting Hands of the King, because you're getting that from Sylvesto, not from Cathanglis. This is stuff you're getting from Cathanglis. you would still get Hands of the King from Sebestro, and the reason why is because you're specifically swapping out a boon you already had for Hands of the King. So it's not like you're being given a new one, you're having one taken away and getting one there. So you still have Hands of the King. You just now also have Boon of Lesser Feats and Boon of Second Subclass. You have 3 boons. Because, when you make pacts with gods, especially generous gods like Cathanglis, they give gifts. They cause madness, but they also give gifts. Also, to be fair, Cathanglis did not intend to cause madness. Just the sight of him existing causes madness. And Cathanglis often forgets about that, doesn't he?
Yes. Also, Bullet's now wearing a snazzy outfit.
Yes, because Bullet gained the Hero of the Wilds outfit, which is just Link's outfit from Breath of the Wild. Alright,
Your dog wearing the freaking Wind Waker outfit.
yeah, it's a mechanical doggo, but still.
I'm gonna answer stuff at the end of the session.
Oh, alright. Well, yeah, I mean, I figure we'd be doing that now, if you want to.
I did add the spoons and stuff, that's it.
Okay, cool. Would you like to know what the all-purpose tool does, or do you already know?
I get all my tools and stuff +2.
All-purpose tool counts as every tool that you could want. So you don't actually need to carry around tools on you anymore. You can just have that. And it'll just count as every tool type.
Basically, when I was deciding this, I was thinking how best to help everyone, fitting the character. Foxy, for example, speed. And I thought for you, it's more, you've been very techno, and I'm like, this is the best friend of an artificer.
Right, so with the all-purpose tool, any tool set you could possibly need, the all-purpose tool can count as, including things like hacking tools. You'll also have +2 to all of your tool checks with it. And you can also, once per long rest, choose a cantrip you do not know from the from any spell list and add it as and have it count as a. Okay, so once per long rest, you can just choose a cantrip from any spell list and just add it to your list as a artificer cantrip. And next time you take a long rest, you can swap out what it is. So you just get a free cantrip too. Also, your spell save DCs are increased by +2 as well, meaning that all saving throws you cause other people to do are harder. And if you
This should be useful for you.
Yes. Zoro, would you like to know what your new fancy boots do? Because, those are fun. I wrote the rules on those.
And this is just, I think we joked that, like, I literally looked at them and I'm like, yeah, I'm giving this to Zoro.
Yeah, and I made the argument if he did literally ask for a charge attack. Pegasus boots. Alright, so I'll post it in the Roll20 chat, but I'll also read out loud. Pegasus boots. While wearing these boots before you move, you can use an action to unleash a charge attack. During this attack, you move a distance equal to 3 times your movement speed, but only in a straight line. If you hit an enemy, you automatically critically hit the enemy with your melee weapon. If you hit a wall, you bounce off the wall with great force, flying backwards a distance equal to your movement speed, and falling prone as you take 2d10 bludgeoning damage. So try not to hit a wall. But yes, this is your charge attack. You get Shut up, phone. You get triple movement speed for the charge attack. Keep in mind, though, you have to move in a straight line. That's the mechanic.
So I would have to upgrade my spellcasting thing?
Yes, your magic casting levels.
I meant for the stat.
Oh, yes. Yes, you would. Because you have all-purpose tool.
Okay, well that would make my intelligence 20.
Oh, no, it's not increasing your intelligence. It's, directly increasing your spellcasting modifier and spellcast DC. Let me go ahead and put those into your sheet, Rattle. Since I don't know if you know where it is, and are you editing the mask sheet or the non-mask sheet?
The mask sheet.
Okay, I'm just double checking because I always do it in the wrong one. Yeah, if you go into options, there's a thing down here for where is it? Yeah, global saving throw modifier would be +2, and then where's the other one? Oh wait, no. Spell save DC modifier +2, and then global attack modifier +2. And then your magic caster level is 4, it would go up to 7 because of the spell training.
Okay.
0. Which means these are currently your spell slots. You actually just unlocked 4th level spell slots thanks to that.
Oh. I didn't know how to upgrade it, so I can unlock it.
Now you know. It's in the back of the sheet. You see in like the top left one with class options, there's this thing called Magic Caster level. For those at home, you can see on the screen, I currently have it highlighted. It has like hit dice, carrying, capacity modifier. You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would be a level 9 artificer.
Well, this was at 4 before, and you directly got increased by +3. Because your Artificer level is a half caster level, so your Artificer and your Ranger levels are both half casters. And since you had level 3 Ranger, level 5 Artificer, that means
it was level 9 artificer.
Oh, why are you listing level 5 for each of these then?
I don't know.
Also, why are you listing Ranger twice? You would list the 2 subclasses and then just Ranger. You're not 2 different level 3 Rangers. Okay. Yeah, that's a bug. There you go. And then let's just pick...
That's a you?
I pressed the wrong button and I full screened. I did not mean to full screen.
So I would be 12?
Both Artificer and Ranger are half casters, so they only count half for your Magic Caster level. So that would be 9 plus 3 divided by 2 would be 6, and you would go up to 9 thanks to spell training.
Okay.
So you unlocked 5th level slots.
The thing was, she's just, I let the DM answer this question.
Yes, I am aware, because you are not the Dungeon Master. Also, fun fact, Cathanglis is aware of the Dungeon Master. That's fun.
Cathanglis breaks 4th walls regularly.
Even as a mortal, they did that, to be fair. So yes, currently your Magic Caster level is 9. Not 0. Rattle. We'll get to 0. Zoro, let me mention your Magic Caster level while I'm here. So you are currently a, well, technically your Magic Caster level 0 because you only have Warlock. But now it will become 3, meaning that in addition to your Warlock spell slots, you now also just have regular spell slots as well. But those can recover on a long rest. So, yeah, you also have regular spell slots too now. This will also be learning spells, but we're not going to worry about learning the spells right now just yet. Because, like, that'll be a little more decision-making stuff, so.
Yeah, we already tried to do that before.
Right. However, time to talk about the Silver Quill stuff. So, Silver Quill Initiates. Rattle, do you already know what that does?
Oh, what? No.
Alright, the Strixhaven Initiate feat. Specifically Silver Quill. Alright, so, you learn 2 cantrips and 1 first level spell based on the Silver Quill College. And your options for the cantrips... So, your options for the cantrips are these. So you choose 2 of these. And then you choose one first level bard or cleric spell. And those are just free things that you're getting added to your list. The first level spell could be cast once per day. Sorry, once per long rest for free, but you can also cast with spell slots after that. As per simple code as you.
I would choose Sacred Flame in Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy? You go ahead. You can do you know how to drag them into your sheet, or do you need me to do that?
I had to reopen it.
Okay, and then the first level bard or cleric spell you can choose another time. Fun fact, by the way, since cleric is a completely banned class, this is one of the few ways to get cleric spells. If there's a cleric exclusive spell. I say cleric is a banned class because a cleric requires constant contact with their god, so unless you're going to become a cleric of Celestial, how the fudge would you be a cleric without a god?
Either a cleric of Celestial or a cleric of Cathanglis.
Cleric Cathanglis doesn't work, because the only reason we can contact Cathanglis is because you're in a rope trick currently.
We have to find more ways to do it.
Warlock patrons are different, though. Warlock patrons don't need constant contact with their patron. They just need to occasionally get contact with their patron. They usually have constant contact, but they don't always need it. Clerics always need it, because without their god, they literally have no power. Paladins are different, though.
Yeah,
Paladins don't work that way. You saying, Zabrella?
You're gonna have to add it to the character sheet.
The spells?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. One is a needy boyfriend, yeah. Sacred Flame.
Yeah. Cathanglis sadly can't enter Alder's dreams.
Unfortunately. If he had given you a certain item, he could have, but I disallowed that item because I only allow rare or less. And it was very rare. Do you know which item do you remember which item I vetoed, Alder? I can't hear you, Alder.
Which one?
The Moonlight Dreamer ring. That was the one I vetoed. AKA the Moonstone one.
Yeah, that also has...
If you had gotten that one, Cathanglis could contact you, but otherwise, no. Yeah, the Warlock Patron is a friend. The Cleric God is a needy girl, boyfriend or girlfriend, depending on the god. That's the difference. That's the reason why Cleric is soft banned, because, like, most Cleric features just will not work. So the only way to get access to Cleric spells is through other means, like Bard or Beats or whatever. For Cleric exclusive spells anyway, like Inflict Wounds, for example. Anywho, there is currently pandemonium going on amongst the citizenry. Can I talk about that? Now that we've dealt with all of your characters.
Do it.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, a lot of the citizens are going mad. Specifically, they're acting erratically. Some of them are clawing at each other, some of them are just screaming, some of them are just hiding, some of them are trying to calm down their loved ones because they didn't get madness. Most of the guards are fine. One of them isn't, though, and the one that isn't is just kind of panicking in the corners, screaming, "Oh God, it's clawing at my eyes."
This happens
Tommy.
a lot.
Yep. Cathanglis, since I'm going to call you that now, since you think you are Cathanglis, is your patron god going to do anything about this, or just let the madness keep going?
Can you please undo that madness?
They're just...
I just heard Sylvester say they'll get used to it. God damn it, Sylvester. Sylvester says into Zoro's brain. They'll get used to it.
Just freaking silence.
And with that, does he cast a spell when he says silence?
Cathangos is very literal. I think you know what spell Cathangos is casting.
So, let me verify DMs, real quick. Listen. Okay, so, with the loud bellowing voice of silence, the very air itself seems to become still as everyone pauses and stares up into the void, compelled to do so against their will.
I am asking Cassandra, can he undo the madness?
And as you try to ask this, you find your voice will not leave your body, as it seems you cannot utter a sound. Which, by the way, you already asked this anyway. As it seems all sounds simply went away as a result of him commanding them to. However, it does also seem that the madness has lessened for a great many of you, as the patron, Cathanglis, cast greater restoration on everyone within the rope trick. So all of you get the benefits of the greater restoration spell, which, if you don't know, can cure an instance of short-term or long-term madness. It will not cure indefinite madness, though. That requires the wish spell. So everyone who had short-term or long-term madness, your madness has now gone away. Yay. For everyone who didn't have short-term or long-term madness, if you had any other status condition going on, that's now been healed.
I'm gonna look at the clockwork dragon to see how he's acting now.
It looks up at you the same way it looked before, as if nothing happened. It doesn't think it's Sylvester anymore.
What was it doing when it was acting like him?
What was it doing when it was acting like him?
Yeah.
It left your side and went to a corner and started sleeping.
Heck, boys.
So it just kind of wanders back to you and looks up at you as if nothing happened. Bullet gets their memories back. Yay. So does Alder. Alder now remembers who they actually are. And they no longer have any of the memories of Cathanglis.
That was horrible.
Yes. You had become something you could not even identify. You had also become the opposite gender. I just remember that part. Well, and then again, no, because Cathanglis is a they, not a he.
Gender.
Yeah, I was about to say, Cathanglis doesn't actually have a gender, so never mind. You became lacking a gender, in that case.
I am garlic bread.
Meanwhile, for Zoro, nothing really happened other than the fact that he can't talk now, and also, if he had a pending condition, got removed. Did you have any, condition, poisoned or anything? I don't believe so. I don't really... even if you did, it's gone. As Zoro, you begin to get contacted in your brain. Because, except this time it's not by the great voice of the beyond. It's by your patron, Sylvester. Your patron, Sylvester, contacts
Hello,
you...
Drunko.
Sylvester first says to everyone, "Don't interrupt me, Cathanglis." Which...
Yeah, I gotcha.
And then he says, "Don't worry, Zoro. I protected you from the madness of that individual. It's an old friend of mine, but they're a bit excessive at times."
Sometimes it's fun.
I said don't interrupt me. That was Sylvester, by the way. Anyway, you seek greater power from what I remember. I am ready to do the exchange now if you wish. And this will be him exchanging your classes as well as your boons at this point. In mind. Oh, thanks. I'll just look at the Shade Lord for. Oh, sure. Yeah. Sylvester starts having a conversation with you about how exactly this is going to go. I'm not going to boast that entire conversation, but yes. So Zoro is currently busy in his mind thinking because he's talking to his warlock patron. However, Alder, you start manifesting some weird shenanigans as you seemingly like cough and then hurl, and you hurl up a glowing orb of purple energy. As guess what this is, Alder?
Can you say it again?
You begin to feel a bit sick, and you convulse over, and then you hurl up something from your stomach, and it's a glowing ball of purple energy.
You've gotten used to that.
And would you like to know what this is?
Yes.
I will give you. This is your singularity. Since you, because they just gained the subclass, Otherworldly Patron, the Cosmic Void, which I'll make visible to all players now. Oh wait, no, I forgot to do it. Hold on. Let me make it visible to all players. And then click Show to Players. Okay, so here is the Otherworldly Patron subclass that Alder got in addition to Great Worm Patron. It's Otherworldly Patron, the Cosmic Void. Yeah, basically they shoot at a hairball, but the hairball, if the hairball was the event horizon of a black hole, though in this case without the sucking force, thankfully, at least not yet. The air feels heavy around the singularity, though. Their eyes were dark as night, their faces void of expression. They were just hollow, just empty. But that emptiness was not stagnant. No, it hungered. For energy, for power, for life. They opened the gate to the darkness between the stars, and that absorbed all warmth, all life of its surroundings. I felt it tugging even at my very soul, as something very dark has entered Alder's mind and soul, forever tainting them from this point onwards.
Yes! It is the Shard Lord.
Yes, it I have been listening to Rattle, wanting to put I've been listening to Rattle and Foxy, who have been both mentioning Hollow Knight lore. Here's some of your Hollow Knight lore.
And I've been helping.
Yes. Mixed with the lore of the other campaign. So yes, they have gained this subclass. In a world where mortals gaze upon. By the way, that quote from above was actually said by one of the people in the rope trick that got madness. It specifically was yelled by a frothing madman the moment you spit up the singularity.
That is not that bad. Then again, my eyes have done much worse.
And you all see, by the way, that Alder's eyes have sunk, and now they're the darkest black, as all eye color has disappeared from them.
We should
I
probably...
did not tell you that I wanted that to happen.
we should probably escape now.
Well, as you say that, Alder remembers there is only 30 seconds left on the rope trick. So all of you have 5 turns before the rope trick ends.
I think before Alder leaves, Cathanglis does say something. I want you to become the champion of me. Build up your body so that I can eventually become and make you a perfect champion of me. Your pet has gone into being my companion. That will do enough. If you ever need to speak to me again, remember the spells that you have. I will be waiting.
And I will be watching over them, the Thankless, Sylvester says.
Raju's just, and me too!
Good boy, as Sylvester says. And with that, the rope trick ends, and all of you fall into the hallway where there is still the great Umber Hulk scraping along the wall, though it has not seemed to notice you yet.
I'm gonna check on my wings to see if they've fully healed yet.
They are fully restored. It seems the greater
Okay.
restoration spell restored your wings.
I will fly to the manhole.
In fact, Rattle, you feel that you are stronger than you were before. And not just because of the boons. You feel more draconic now than you have ever before. As you actually get an increased fly speed. You have, what was your fly speed before?
Hold on. I will have to look on 5e tools.
Go ahead.
Yep. There we go.
As for Rattle doing that, what is everyone else doing, by the way? Because currently there's about a 40-foot deep hole. No, sorry, a 60-foot deep hole that the Umber Hulk had dug into. So it has not noticed you yet. What is everyone else going to try and do? The citizenry is generally panicking, but is trying to calm down, and the silence spell is still active, so none of you are making noises.
I don't have to make noise to do what I'm about to do next.
Oh, I know. But I'm just letting you all know, like, Zero, Alder, what are you going to do? The guards and the citizenry are kind of just backing up and entering the main chamber again. Are you going to be trying to fight the Umber Hulk?
I'm gonna use the singularity on the hole it's digging.
To be fair, you already have a singularity active, if you remember.
I'm gonna yeet it into the hole.
Yeah, so you move. You see this glowing purple bright orb, which, by the way, in the subclass, that picture actually shows the orb. The one that the little eldritch being in the art is holding, that's the orb. The singularity. Anyway, you see this little ball of bright glowing purple light move towards the hole and then into there. And are you going to use a bonus action to pulse it, or no?
Oh, I'm gonna pulse it.
And with that, you see a shockwave of purple energy come out of the singularity. As everyone within... What is the range currently, actually?
My level is 8.
So it's 8 times 5... Wait, it's 8 times 5 times 2.
80.
80 feet. So everyone within 80 feet of the singularity, give me a... What's a saving throw? I think it's strength save, but let me double check. Oh wait, is there no saving throw? Hold on. I believe there is.
Yeah.
This way, the very...
I had to look up on Google, and it says 40 feet.
Alright, your current speed with wings is 120 feet of fly speed. As you got the fly speed of a full dragon.
Okay.
Anyway, on subsequent turns, your bonus action... strength saving throw. Everyone within 80 feet of the singularity, which is all of you guys, Give me a strength saving throw, because you did not get this, except for Alder. Alder does not have to make one. But Raichu does.
I was already headed towards the man grate or manhole.
Yes, and Alder put this towards the hole that they had gone into. So you were not able to fly far enough away. Is basically what I'm saying. So you still have to make the strength save. What's your spell save DC? Alder.
Checking.
Also, make a save for your Clockwork Dragon and stuff, too, Rattle.
Okay. Oh, I forgot about the hummingbird.
And the Hummingbird, yes.
17, I think.
17, okay. So, they need to be a 17. Double check that number, by the way. It's in the back of the sheet.
I see 17. Well, let me try your string.
Well, I failed along with the still Clockwork Dragon and the hummingbird.
And Brian, yeah. Okay. So, everyone who failed, because Alder just did a bad effect of all of it. Okay, so, on a failure, they are pulled 5 times your warlock level feet towards the singularity and are knocked prone. So, all of you that failed are pulled 40 feet towards the singularity and are knocked prone, which for you, Rattle, since you're flying, will also cause you to be knocked to the ground, in addition to being prone.
You passed.
Zoro, did you fail the strength save? No, you're fine. You
Yes,
passed.
23.
Zoro and Bullet passed. They're fine.
Yeah, Bubbles.
However, Zoro and Alder, you are still pulled at least half that distance. So you pulled 20 feet towards the singularity.
Not Alder.
Not Alder, no, but Bullet does. Alder is completely immune because it's their own singularity. Here's the exact text, by the way. I'm reading off this. Use bonus action to have all creatures of your of your choice. You can only I forgot that you get to choose who does. Never mind. This is not affecting your allies at all.
Yeah, I'm going to choose all the allies.
You choosing all the allies on purpose?
No, I'm choosing all the allies to be okay.
Oh, it says all creatures of your choice are affected. So if you just choose the allies only, they'd be the only ones affected. So, yeah, okay, this is only affecting the Hulk. So the Hulk gets pulled... Actually, I need to make a strength save for the Hulk. I did not do that. So never mind, I'm dumb. This is a brand new subclass. I apologize. I'm not used to running it yet. Those strength saves are irrelevant. Nothing happens to any of you. How to read Yu-Gi-Oh card... Shut up, I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player. I take offense to that. I'm kidding. The Umber Hulk makes a save, but they are pulled 20 feet back towards there. And this causes them to, like, turn around and... They don't know what the heck that orb is. They're like, what the heck? Because they don't see any of you. They just see the orb there, and they're like, kind of looking at it sideways, like, what am I looking at? They can't quite comprehend what the orb is. And, so yeah. Anyway, you went up the manhole cover. Are you opening the manhole cover to look out, or are you just listening, Rattle?
Alder's just trying to hold this thing back.
Rattle? Alder, don't break yourself. Thin corpse sealed with concrete? Yes, they sealed the manhole cover. They welded it onto there, actually. Because they said that as a no-go zone. So that manhole cover is actually going to have to be blown open if you want to get it open.
Did you just say it needs to be blown?
I did not mean it in the dirty way.
I didn't mean it in a dirty way either.
Okay then. Yeah, it needs to be blown open if you want to get out. Rattle. So what are you gonna do? The manhole cover is currently sealed because corporate welded it shut and said there's a no-go zone. However, you don't hear any corporate outside, but it is welded, so you're gonna have to basically blast through the steel if you want to get out.
I'm tempted to pull it out with pulse wave.
Well, that's if you know, because I don't know if Rattle told the others yet.
I'm gonna use the force breath and my Clockwork Dragon's fire breath to try to blow it open.
Okay, so you're just going to attack it? Got it. What are you using to attack it? The fire breath and what else?
The force breath from me.
Okay, roll me a d20. Just before you do anything, roll me a d20. Because, oh my god,
20.
you rolled a nat 20. Okay. When you go to use your force breath, something else wells up inside of you and a lot more power than you intended wells out as you shoot a full dragon breath out instead, accidentally. So, let me see which kind of dragon. I think just because it's thematic, I'm going to go with a Moonstone Dragon Breath.
Okay.
Because of thematics. As you just unleashed an ancient Moonstone Dragon's breath into that thing. So...
Bullet just says Kathangus would be proud.
You deal, in a 60-foot long, 10 feet wide beam directly up into the manhole cover, 11d10 radiant damage. Roll me 11d10. Sorry, 120-foot long line. You deal 57 radiant damage. Now I need to figure out the HP of the manhole cover. Give me a hot second.
Wouldn't the other see that a light is coming from the direction I am in?
Yes, they see a blindingly bright light come from Rattle as he seemingly fires a laser beam out of his mouth into the manhole cover. Like he's firing his laser. And even Rattle seems to be surprised at what they did. Achievement unlocked. Bring home the beacon. Another hand has touched the beacon. Yes, this is enough to blow through the sewer and be a 110-foot long beacon of light up into the sky. Out through the other side of the manhole cover. And you hear the distant voices and radio chapter of corporate going, "The fuck is that?" As there seems to be some corporate possibly moving towards your location. They're at least confused by what the 110-foot long beam of light was. But yes, you have successfully blown open the cover. As it only had 27 HP. I ain't paid enough to deal with this shit. Yeah.
Well, that was unexpected.
Friendly reminder, all of you are badasses, not just Zoro and Alder. Rattle is too.
Hell yeah!
Yeah. Which, by the way, after the session, I'll go ahead and tell you what's happening with your character, Rattle, but I'll just say I have fun plans for your character, and it involves randomness.
Okay.
Where's the shield doggos? Good question. Where's the shield doggos?
Oh wait, wouldn't that light notify the shield doggos where we are?
Yes. If they're outside, yes. Also, it was not just a light, but a sound. You actually emitted a loud, bellowing sound up to 300 feet away outside the manhole cover.
Oh, would that scare the corporate as well?
Yes, that's why I had them react to it, if you remember. They said, and I quote, "The fuck is that?" which is them saying, "The fuck was that?" Yeah, the shield doggos would know your location, and they're heading towards the manhole cover as we speak, Zoro. However, they're not the only ones indicated, because you also see off in the distance, Rattle, there's a helicopter coming towards all of you, and it has, and you recognize it as being one of Bolt's helicopters.
Bolt almost here.
Yeah, and he sees the beam of light, sees that, thinks, and then radios into you guys saying, "Hey, were you the ones that fired the laser cannon?"
I'm busy holding back somebody!
I'm gonna use the earpiece to tell him that was me.
Right, so he gets communication from 3 different people, from Zoro, Rattle, and Sheikah at the same time. Sheikah yelling about holding back somebody. Rattle saying it was them, and then Zoro saying, "Corporal now fear the beasts that dwell within the sewers." Which, yes.
Which one?
All of them. I mean, the reason why they sealed it is because of the Umber Hulks, but now this happened. And they're like, what the heck is going on? However, Bolt is arriving. However, you have not achieved your objective because you still have to get your power armor. Remember, Rattle? Did you ever get that back?
No, also the Steel Defender as well.
Yeah, well, the Steel Defenders, the other Shield Doggos managed to find your Steel Defender. I'll just go ahead and say that. They managed to find it. Also, yes, Zoro, I know that was out of character talk, but also, like, I could totally see Zoro actually saying that, and it'd be perfectly fine if he did. So, do you mind the fact that I made that be in character talk as well? Okay, that's all I did there. Was I just made it be in character because it was fitting for the moment.
How does Bolt react to me saying I was the one that launched the laser?
He says, "Impressive," and for those of you out of character, he says "impressive" in the Shao Kahn voice. Most impressive.
I'm gonna tell him I don't know how I'm doing it.
Says, "Well, just don't do it in the chopper, okay?"
Okay.
Just freaking hurry up! I'm murdering something with a freaking black hole here.
I'm not even going to ask. Look, did you get the power armor back or not?
Not yet.
All right.
Here.
And with that, I'm gonna have everyone roll for initiative. And this is going to be the first time we do the combined turns, by the way. As all of you are now entering combat with the Umber Hulk. Because of Alder. Alright, so how this is going to work is I'm going to average out everyone's initiative and then compare it to the Umber Hulk's initiative. But yes, every time you use a breath weapon, Rattle, you'll have a random chance to use a breath weapon of an ancient dragon, and it's not going to be the same ancient dragon each time.
Okay.
Because since you're being imbued with the quote-unquote essence of a dragon, it's not tied to a specific one. So you're actually being imbued with the essence of all dragons. In a way. So you're getting like different random aspects of different dragons, which is also why your fly speed increased. Anyway. Yes. Initiative. Okay, so add the... Alright, and let me compare that to the Umber Hulk. 7. You beat the Umber Hulk. So all of you will get to go first, and you're going on the same turn. As a result, you have the combined time, so you have like 10 minutes to come up with what you want to do on your turn.
Okay. Alder's going to use Pulse Wave on the little Umber Hulk.
Well,
I say little.
Keep in mind, since you're all going at the same time on the same turn, you could try to like coordinate and like plan what you all want to do together. Since you're not getting separate turns, you're all going at the same exact time on the same exact turn. Remember, because we
Bullet's gonna telekinetic trip it.
I'm gonna put one of the miniguns we got from the dozers to shoot at it.
one of the guns, or
The miniguns, yes.
yeah, the miniguns. Okay. Are you proficient in monstrous weaponry? Because it's a bit big and heavy.
I'm in with simple weapons and firearms.
Okay, so you're proficient in firearms. However, it is bigger, bulkier, and heavier than you normally would, because it's not meant for a normal person to lift. Dozer is not a normal person, so you're gonna have disadvantage if you shoot with it. You can still shoot with it if you like to, because you don't have monster weaponry training.
What was it?
What, the monster weaponry training?
What are you saying?
Oh,
I meant you cut out at some point.
Oh, okay. I said that because it's built for a creature larger than you, and dozers have monster weaponry training, you can use it, but you'll have disadvantage to hit with it.
Okay.
Alright, so... Bullet... Hold on! Hold your horses, Alder. We're trying to coordinate what everyone's doing. So, you're having Bullet use telekinetic trip.
Yes.
Bubble is using Shadowbind.
Yes.
Rattle is going to try and shoot the minigun at it. Zoro, what do you want to try and do? Because once we figure out what everyone's doing, then, like, we can do the whole, like, pick who's going first and who's going second, instead of just being, I'm doing this, and just rolling immediately. You know?
Zoro is using the gun blade.
Is that what they said?
I think they both for the gun blade.
Gunblade. Rapier plus gun. Okay, so they're just shooting it. Got it. Shoot with gunblade. Got it. Okay. So, who would like to do their thing first? Because, technically, if the telekinetic grip goes off, that would give you guys advantage if they're prone. Is that how that works? I believe.
I'd say telekinetic trip first.
What would I have to go for the minigun?
You don't roll anything. It's a dex save. Yeah, because it's firing such a spray of bullets, it's hitting a 10-foot square, so it's a dexterity save. Something you note, by the way, Zoro, when you Zoro and Rattle, when you're firing your guns, since you're firing them through the singularity, the bullets seem to go faster when heading towards the singularity and slower when heading away from it.
Welcome to gravity mechanics, fools!
Yeah, okay. So, let's do a telekinetic grip first. I'll make the DC 17 saving throw. It passed somehow, despite having a +0.
Damn it.
Okay, so it is not tripped. And then, which do we want to do next? The gun, or the Shadowbind?
Let's go with the Shadowbind.
Alright, what is the Shadowbind doing?
Giving it +2 to AC and Dex saving throws.
While you're in the, like, move at least half your speed, you benefit from... That's not an active ability, I don't think.
I thought that's one of the things you have to choose.
Third level, you perform a special ritual to siphon the power of the shadow to bind yourself. You can conduct this ritual during a long rest. This is a ritual that you conduct during a long rest.
Oh.
Yeah, so pick a different action for the slime. While you're picking a different action, the slime would need to take a long rest, which it has not done yet. While you're doing that, let's go ahead, you two decide which, I guess we'll just do Zoro since he already did the roll.
Yeah.
Oh, right, and the, saving throw. For destructive... That was destructive wave, right?
Pulse wave. Was destructive wave.
Pulse wave, yeah.
I have the
13.
freaking...
A 13 misses. So you missed with your gun, Zoro. If you have extra attack, you can do another attack. While you're doing that, I'll go ahead and do Destructive Wave.
Hashtag, you said destruction wave, and I keep on having the DBZ meme in my head.
Destruction Wave! The 14 is the correct one. Because I rolled Constitution check the first time, not Constitution save.
Oh, but there's something added to it. And you remember what?
Send me
So
the
it will be
episode
my
card.
turn. So it's now my turn with the minigun.
Hold on. There's something added to it.
Also, to be fair, there isn't turns. You're all on the same turn. But, yes.
There's this little chestnut.
The first time each turn, the creature gets damaged singular. Yes, so... the thing is taking bonus damage, which, by the way, the first time each turn part is removed in this case because you're doing a combined turn. So, yeah, each time they're taking damage, they get extra force and cold damage. 9 for each, if you remember, because there's 9 of each damage type. So, that gunblade shot does in fact actually hit the Umber Hulk at this point. Since you will have advantage because it is not aware of your location, Zoro. So you rolled a 26. As for the Destructive Wave, it failed the con save, so it took 25 plus
34.
34 force and 9 cold. What's its resistance? Let's double check. It has none that are relevant, so it just took a good amount of damage. It was already hurt. Okay. I am the force. Then that shot. Okay, so now you just dealt... why did it roll... Oh, right, yeah, okay. So it just dealt 17 piercing, 9 cold, and 9 force. Which, yes, every time you hit a shot on it, it seems to glow with a purple energy for a brief second as it's getting struck by these rounds, and gravity itself is seemingly pulling them stronger towards there. Or maybe the void is leeching life from it every time it gets hit. As yes, your shot hit, Foxy. Do you have any more attacks, Zero? Don't forget, by the way, everyone gets an action, bonus action, reaction, interaction on this turn. Okay.
I know what Bubble Buddy's doing. Bubble Buddy's climbing on the ceiling closer to it.
Alright, so it uses its spider climb feature to go up on the ceiling and move towards it.
And I would be for the minigun save.
Yep, minigun save. Alright, so this is a DC 20 saving throw. Do you have extra attack or anything, Retto?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's the first one is a fail. The second shot is also a fail.
Fail!
Alright, so now I need to look up the minigun's damage. Give me a hot second. Unless you have it written down, Rattle, that'd be nice.
I don't.
Okay, let me look it up in the dozer stat sheet then.
Okay.
Equipment. What do I have listed as a minigun attack? 2d12. So each of these shots is doing 2d12 damage, so go ahead and roll me 4d12 piercing. It will have resistance to this, since it is non-magical piercing damage. That's 21 piercing, 18 cold, and 18 force.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Cosmic Void picture is coming out quite well here. As it is seemingly just getting shot into pieces. It's not, like, close to being dead, but you're ripping chunks of its body off with these shots. As what flesh is exposed seems to be pale and sickly from the void draining it. It's almost horrifying in a way. Does anyone have anything else that they can do on these turns? Because did everyone use up their actions and bonus actions?
No.
I haven't used my bonus action.
Ah, what would you like to use your bonus action for? Do you have any... Sorry, what would you like to use your bonus action for?
I'm looking.
I'd like to pseudopod with sneak attack.
Give me a stealth check. We'll see if you can sneak attack.
Stealth checks are made with advantage,
Yes.
Oh,
I think.
I would have used Brandon's smite with it.
Oh, okay. So how much does the smite damage add?
Hold on. 2d6 radiant.
Okay. So only 2d6. Also, I'll roll perception. Alright, so that takes another
It has
9
just a
radiant
full
damage, which is actually 18 because it's vulnerable to radiant damage.
Plus the other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I already calculated in the singularity damage for that hit.
Huh.
So, since it would just be tacked on, I'm not gonna add it again. It's not skilled in perception, so I'm just gonna roll raw wisdom, which is an 8. So no, you pass the stealth check. So yes, you can hit it with sneak attack, pseudopod. Roll your pseudopod as the slime pokes it. 23.
I think I would ban-
That is a hit. That is barely a hit, but that is a hit. Oh my god.
29 necrotic, 29 acid. Also, I'm rolling 66.
What's the 66 for?
Sneak attack.
Right, and also, dear God, you rolled double nat 10. That is so much damage. Oh my god.
I could have always rolled triple nat 10.
Yeah, so that is 17 bludgeoning, 29 necrotic, 29 acid, 8 cold, 8... Yeah, okay, it's bloodied. It's at half health and less currently, as you guys just rip through over 100 of its HP in one turn.
And the multi-attack is using snuff out.
To extinct, there's no, the only light source around is the singularity.
Which I don't think it wants to, which I don't think it can sniff out.
It can snuff it out, but do you really want to snuff out your own singularity?
Nah.
Then, okay, pick something else for the snuff. It doesn't have anything to snuff out, so it just wiggle, I guess. It just wiggle.
You don't want me to wiggle.
Yeah, great job. I think that was a pretty successful first group turn. What do you all think?
Hell yeah.
A good coordination, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what about the guards?
They backed into the main area, and they're not involved in this fight. Because they're currently trying to dealing with the citizens that are going mad, if you remember. Like, most of them got cured by Kazenglis, but a few of them still have frothing at the mouth indefinite madness.
Okay.
Pansies. At first I read that as panties, and I'm like, god damn it. But no, pansies. Yeah. Alright, so... That being said, it is now the Umber Hulk's turn. The Umber Hulk, upon seeing the orb, seeing all of you, and seeing all this going on, kind of just panics. And I'm going to have it make a wisdom... Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna ask if could we make an intimidation roll from the damage.
Sure, budget. All three of you make me an intimidation check.
Alder literally does like, you want me?
Though, keep in mind, this is also an intimidation check because of all their screaming earlier. You could have just let me eat you. That 20, not 20. Yeah, it is kind of panicking, and it just turns back around and starts clawing at the wall even faster, trying to get out as fast as it can. It wants to
be fair, I'm letting everyone else intimidate. Bubble Buddy! Oh my god, Bubble!
Bubble Buddy also rolled a nat 20. Wait, I got something. Okay, Zoro, what do you got? What are you cooking? Tell me what you're cooking. Sorry for the clattering of windows in the other one. What you cooking, Zoro?
Fuck you!
I'm just gonna roll its insight. It's not gonna be great. It rolled 17. That's better than I thought.
That's from the Clockwork Dragon.
Why is everyone getting nat 20s today? Holy. Everyone is intimidating this thing.
To be fair,
we're gonna get
brought out the Thangless.
We're gonna give it a heart attack.
I might have to come up with mechanics.
You brought out... Bug, you brought out Cathanglis. Do you understand how intimidating Cathanglis is?
Yeah, but I didn't expect this many nat 20s. Also, Zoro, what are you cooking? I'm waiting on your... Wait, I got something thing.
Did you hear what I said?
Oh, you're doing that video? Okay. It's the Sonic drowning theme just starts playing in the background. And you're JoJo posing during it. To be fair, all of you are naturally intimidating at the moment. There's a reason why you're all called Bolt's Brigadiers at this point, if you remember. You were saying?
I did ask, are we giving the enemy a heart attack?
That is yet to be determined.
I decided Alder, Bullet, and Bubbles are also JoJo posing?
Everyone is JoJo posing. Except when you JoJo pose, Alder, there's a ghostly image of Cathanglis behind you as you stand. And for Zoro, when he's JoJo posing, he has a ghostly image of Silvestro behind him as a stand.
And the Clockwork Dragon is kind of connected to Silvestro as well.
Yeah, though when you're JoJo posing Rattle, just your Clockwork Dragon's behind you. Instead.
No, I was about to joke that Rattle has another Rattle behind Rattle in the Rattle.
He has the other Rattle. Okay, sure. He has a ghostly image of the other Rattle behind him. Which kind of makes sense, because he gained draconic powers. So, yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Cathanglis is just manipulating this fight, just like, here, have infinite Rattle.
Yes, you are JoJo stand users, and you're not even Way of the Astral Self Monk. Anyway. I mean, to be fair, JoJo stands would explain how you're also broken currently, but that's fine. But yeah, okay, Rattle, roll me a D100 to see what happens. I'm gonna see if you roll good enough to get a heart attack. You rolled good enough to get a heart attack, don't you? The Umber Hulk keels over and dies from intimidation.
I want to knob its flesh.
Its flesh is free for the taking at this point.
Alter, we need to go.
I mean, if you... Look, Rattle, if you're trying to hold them back, you're going to need to restrain them with a strength check against their...
No, I'm not holding them back. I'm just telling them we gotta go.
Okay. So, Alder's going after the free seafood. You're telling them we gotta go. Zoro, what are you doing? Bullet is also going after the free seafood. Bullet, you can't eat! What the heck? You can't eat. You're a robot.
You only eat on oil.
Still try to understand.
Oh, right. I forgot, because Bullet has memories of Raiju, and Raiju is an organic direwolf, so they are trying to eat even though they can't.
Bullet, your only meal is oil.
Well, that's not true. They also eat car batteries. That's mostly a joke, but yes, they can't eat batteries. So,
let him cook. He can cook this.
I mean, he does have the chef feat. Oh god, so he's turning the Umber Hulk into Bullet's next?
Have you seen Delicious in Dungeon?
Yes, I have.
It's that.
Yeah.
Sora, can you get the people to the surface as well?
Not all at once, though. You use Speed Force to go out to the surface. When you go out to the surface, you see that Bolt is incoming quite quickly. Bolt is probably about 10 minutes away from actually arriving. Notably, though, none of you have the power armor.
Only Sora does.
No, I mean, none of you have Rattle's power armor, the thing that you were coming here to get. Which is the thing.
Where is it?
It's still being held by corporate, as far as you know. Did you have a way
Okay, give me a minute.
Okay.
I'll find a way to get to corporate.
Alright, Zoro, meanwhile, is helping to bring people up to the surface and calm them down. Alder, you got a plan to try and find it. What's your plan?
Do I know exactly?
Do you know what? You keep counting off.
Do I know where it's held?
No, you just know it's in corporate custody and that's in this city.
Damn it, I can't search all the city at once.
No, but I did get an idea of something you can do.
Rip and tear?
Not quite. I'm going to DM it to you.
Only Sora knows where his armor is. I mean, Bolt.
I just sent you the thing, Alder.
Only Bolt knows where the power armors are.
I will. You know what? I'm going to do that right now.
I didn't hear what you say, brother. What did you say?
Only Bolt knows where the power armor are.
Well, corporate also knows, and Alder knows that corporate knows, so Alder has an idea.
You're just going to see Alder go up to them. Like, Alder's going to go to corporate.
Alder casually walks onto the surface and just starts casually walking towards the corporate tanks and people in the distance. Which, by the way, for those wondering, the tanks are basically my version of M1 Abrams tanks. You just see...
Damn it! The one time.
However, something happens, which is going to help your intimidation. Do you know why?
Oh, it's the void shit.
No, yes, you're dripping with void energy, but that's not the thing. One of the M1 Abrams tanks shoots its cannon directly at Alder.
I will eat it.
However, this is going to help your intimidation. Do you know why? You're immune to piercing damage.
I legit can eat it.
So they just see this tank cannon fire at Alder, and in that moment, Alder opened its mouth and ate the shell as it exploded in their face. Alder, you're only going to take the fire damage from this. You're not even going to take the piercing damage. Yeah, because loop growls are stupid. Zoro, it's because loop growls are stupid. So, you are going to take 10d10 fire damage.
Yes, so let's see. Okay, so what's half of that?
19.
19 damage, which I'm gonna heal over the course of, I'm gonna heal over the course of time.
Right, so they just fire an anti-tank cannon shot at you. It hits you in the face, and not only are you still walking, you have minor burns on your skin, and you're still walking towards them as if it's no big deal. So, yeah, they're intimidated by you. They are freaking intimidated. As you hear all the corporate chatter, the fuck are these guys? For reference, by the way, would you like to... Second.
I wonder something for effect. You hear Alder's voice mixed with Cathanglis as you just hear pathetic.
You could do something louder than that. Come on.
I'm saying near the in the sewer near the manhole. Great.
Yeah, and you're watching this, and Zoro is also watching this, and both of you just saw him eat a tank shell. For reference, by the way, would you like to know how much damage that would have done if you weren't immune to piercing?
Yes.
Getting direct hit by a tank shell will do 50 d6 piercing and 10 d6 fire. Because it's 40 d6 for being hit directly in the face by it, and then the explosion radius is a fireball radius of 10 d6 piercing and 10 d6 fire. But you're immune to all that piercing, so you get to ignore that. So you just all hear Alder in a menacing voice mixed with Cathanglis' voice.
No, I put the new one.
You just hear Alder and Cathanglis in a loud, booming voice, far louder than Alder's ever could be, saying, "Pathetic mortals, give my pal's power armor back, or I shall level this area to atoms." Roll me an intimidation check with advantage.
They already did. Oh yeah.
This one inspires a new intimidation check with advantage.
Okay.
That's 25. That's good enough. Corporate just kind of... Okay. The corporate doesn't have a specific reaction, but the troops on the ground just kind of put down their weapons and leave. They just kind of leave and drive away, and then one of a certain official that all of you might recognize. There's no dozers there, by the way. There's just regular soldiers and tanks. There's no dozers there. The dozers will not be smart enough to leave. However, a certain scientist that Zoro knows shows up. Specifically, they teleport in carrying a suit of power armor. Hey Zoro, it's your old friend.
God damn it, Zoro's X.
No, it's another clone from the war. It's another one based off Alder's DNA. They are a monk, specifically. They are a monk with teleporting abilities, because they also have a Planeswalker spark. I forget what their name is, though, unfortunately. So yes, the antagonist from early in the Cyberpunk campaign shows up, teleports in and says, "Here's your armor. Oh, and by the way, I know your tricks, Alder." As she just hands you the armor, because it is female.
I know many of yours, too.
I don't think you even remember me. But anyway. Try not to cause too much chaos in this world.
I promise we won't.
I don't believe you. And then they leave.
I'm gonna check out the power armor before putting it on.
Yep. You check out the power armor. Zoro, behind you. Give me a dexterity save, because she appears behind you. My existence is chaos, yes. You fail utterly. So she just appears behind you and then just kind of conks you in the back of the head really hard.
I'm feeling this shit.
So, give me a Constitution saving throw not to be knocked unconscious.
I had to tell them I'll be right back. I had to tell them I'll be right back.
You also fail. Nice.
I had to tell them I'll be right back.
How is it the same 69?
That's why I said nice, because they rolled 69 twice in a row. So, you got knocked unconscious, and it seems that this individual has kidnapped Zoro as they grab Zoro and teleport away. Alder, you realize they exchanged the power armor for Zoro. However, notably, they left Zoro's power armor behind. They just took Zoro the individual. They did not take his power armor. So his power armor is still around. But they took him. So...
be right back.
Okay, take care. So yeah, Zoro got kidnapped again. But they didn't take the power armor, which is weird. Because you'd think corporate would want to. But in this case, no. It seems they honored the agreement with Alder and didn't take the power armor again. Alder, you recognize this individual, by the way, in case it wasn't already obvious. They are one of the many veterans of the old war, but specifically this one is closer to your DNA, and I will go ahead and say Alder. She is a full Luke Garou as well. Just like you are. Or rather, she has become one, because she did not used to be one. She used to just be a shifter. But she seems to have advanced more.
Alder?
I just said, I was talking about the woman that teleported in. And teleported away.
Oh.
She used to just be a shifter, but ever since you were around, she managed to get some of your DNA and turn herself into a full Luke Garou. By quote-unquote cursing herself. Without the extra immunities. No. She gets the extra immunities now. She has the actual damage immunity and stuff now. As a monk. Be scared. As a monk planeswalker, too.
The fuck, she became a planeswalker!
That's how she can teleport. She is the main villain of the Group 2 chat, by the way. Supposedly the main villain. But really, she's just trying to recruit Zoro to her side. That's what she keeps trying to do. She keeps trying to bring Zoro back to corporate. And to recruit him. You got Moonbow. Oh yeah, you have ways to hurt her. Because like radiant damage will still do it, so laser guns will still do it. But yeah, your power armor got left behind, but like all this stuff is going to have so you for the most part, yes, when you regain consciousness. So with that, I honestly think we can end the session here, but if you want to keep going, that's fine. You got about 8 more minutes before Bolt shows up, and corporate is not going to mess with any of you at this point. They're just kind of leaving you alone. This is a good cliffhanger, though, so if you want to end here, we can. What do you think, Alder? That's one vote to end here from Zoro. What's your vote, Alder?
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. Would you like to know what you missed?
Yeah.
So, we ended, we had a cliffhanger because the girl teleported, first dropped off the armor to, Cathanglis. Sorry, not Cathanglis, Alder. Had some choice words with Alder. Revealed that she was a full Luke Garou now, not just a shifter. Then teleported behind Zoro. You were gonna say, brother?
And,
What was that, Shika?
can I investigate?
Sure, after I finish catching Gretel up. So, then teleported behind Zoro. Zoro failed the deck save to react to her. She conked him in the back of the head. Zoro failed the con save, and so now Zoro's unconscious, and she kidnapped Zoro. But left his power armor behind. So, are you making an investigation check on the power armor or something? What are you investigating?
I'm investigating where they took, I'm investigating the, like, place where Zoro got took.
You don't know the location they got taken to, but you say, or like the location they got taken from?
Yes.
Alright, you'll have advantage on this investigation check, so roll another one.
Can I roll a card to see if I know if there's any magic trail?
Sure. Roll me an Arcana, Rattle. Alright, so between both of you, you're both able to find fragments. Alder, you get a sense that the magics they are using to transport themselves like this are similar in a way to the magics you now wield as a cosmic void warlock in some manner. And Rattle, you are able to tell that they transported Zora away to another location, but specifically not their power armor. And both of you come to a conclusion as to why. Would you like to know what that is?
What?
Yeah.
Because power armors have tracking chips in them.
Damn
And
it.
they took Zoro without it because that way you can't use it to track Zoro's location.
I'm gonna try to track it by the magic trail.
It goes cold because it seems to suddenly just disappear because a teleportation spell doesn't leave a trail. You could see where the teleportation magic was used, but that's it. There's no
Alder would
indication.
just
You would have needed a DC 30 Arcana check to be able to see any sort of trail.
Alder would legit pull an undyed, slamming her fist on the ground, going, "Damn it!"
Yep. Give me a strength check. Zoro, was your gun stored in your armor or was it in your
You
inventory?
would have. I think he would have kept them on him.
Well, yes, but did he keep them on him in his armor or did he keep them on him on his person? Because he was taken out of his armor. Also, Alder, you crack the ground, but also break some of the bones in your hand.
They will heal.
They'll heal slowly over time, yes.
I'm gonna check the power armor to see where it's been.
Alright. Yours, I assume you mean?
Yes.
Alright, give me hacking or investigation.
What type of hacking would it be?
Arcana, because that's what we're using for hacking.
Okay.
The tab is I am zombie. Alright, 27, because you have advantage.
Okay.
So I'll resolve that in a second. So okay, the gunblade is in the armor, but the rest of the stuff in the data pad is with him. Good to know.
No.
For what? What were you saying?
I accidentally used the item ground prophecy.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you could use that in this moment. But anyway, so with the 27, you're able to investigate and you find that your power armor is in full condition. None of the data seems to be tampered within it, but you do notice something subtle in the coding. It seems like corporate might have tried to install a back door into your armor to let them hack into it remotely.
I would try to cancel it out.
Alright. You're able to, now that you caught it, you are able to undo the back door. And in fact, give me another hacking check, because you might be able to reverse it on them.
Okay.
Don't forget about the +2.
Yes, the +2 from your tools.
Be right back real quick.
Okay. Rifles made by Bolt, so yeah. Right, but the rifle is the rifle on you? Is it in the datapad or is the rifle the gunblade? Because I don't believe the rifle is the gunblade. Okay, yeah, so you're fine. The rifle being on you is fine. Well, actually, no, it's in the pad. But also, corporate already knows about that rifle, I believe. Because they got it before and Bolt didn't care about it then, so I don't think he cares about that. He mainly cared about the power armor specifically affecting his bottom line. But we got that back, so you're fine. Once Rattle returns, I'll go ahead and say what the result of their Arcana is. But beyond that, how do you think that all went so far? Everyone? Yay. Alder, are you happy with your new Cosmic Void stuff?
Yes.
You got to use Singularity for the first time.
I'm very happy. Also, I got to do the speech of Catanguas.
Uh-huh. You also got to use one of your new spells, Pulse Wave. My girlfriend in-game is going to be pissed. Funny you should mention that, because, she is in the helicopter with Bolt. And when she saw you disappear like that, she yelled so loud that everyone on the ground could hear her saying, "God damn it, not again!" So she yelled all the way from the helicopter, all the way to here, yelling that. Loud enough that all of corporate heard it, in addition to them. And then you hear over the radio chatter, Bolt just saying, "Shut up, woman!" Princess Peach. This is a reverse Mario and Princess Peach, yes. I mean, to be fair, your girlfriend does have fire powers, so that fits for Mario.
I am a thing.
Yes. You are now Alder. Oh god, they don't dress me as one. No, they're not going to dress you in the princess outfit, Zoro, don't worry. Also, minor thing, Bullet and Alder both gained the Heroes of the Wild sets to wear. Yes, Alder, you also gained a set of it too.
I'm wearing that shit.
Yeah, you were currently wearing it because it spawned onto your body. So, they are wearing Link's outfit from Breath of the Wild because shenanigans. Bullet now looks like Wolf Link. Yep, that's exactly how they're supposed to look. Because Raiju has a very similar color scheme to Wolf Link, so with the clothes, they kind of look like Wolf Link. And now Bullet's like replicating that. Which, by the way, Bullet is starting to manifest on him something like the celestial markings that Raiju had. They don't do anything currently; they're just aesthetically there. Yeah. I thought I'd tell you that little detail, Alder. Also, now that you've actually used some of your cosmic power, your eyes can now shift from pitch black to the ink sand's eyes.
We haven't even had the imbibing of the blood.
Oh right, the ingesting of blood. Which reminds me, actually, this is a good time since Rattle isn't here. Both of you get a vial of blood. And by both of you, I mean Zoro and Alder. A vial of blood appears in front of you. Though for Zoro, it appears in the location where you are. Which, by the way, would you like to know where you are, Zoro? I can go ahead and tell you. You are currently in a dark container in the middle of some corporate building. You don't know which one. They all look the fucking same. But you're in a dark room, strapped to a chair, which is a very familiar feeling for you, I'm sure. Except this time, you're being strapped with not just ropes, not just chains, but you also have an arcane lock on those chains, as they found out how to do the arcane lock spell. Oh boy, yeah, they increased security because of your previous escape attempts that you've often done. Oh god, yeah, you're gonna need to dispel magic if you want to get out of this one.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. I was just telling Zoro about the location they're in, which they're in a dark room in the middle of a corporate facility that looks the same as every other corporate facility, strapped to a chair with ropes, chains, and an arcane lock spell.
I just had to use the bathroom.
That's fine. I'm glad you're back. Also, a vial of blood appeared in front of Zoro and in front of Alder from their patrons. Specifically, though, Zoro, in your case, Sylvester gives you a choice. Because he says, either he'll spawn it in front of you for you to drink when you free yourself, or he'll spawn it in such a way that it pours into your mouth while you are there. Like, it'll basically fall on you and then pour into your mouth that way. Which would you prefer, Zoro? Second one, because it's funny. Okay, so it spawns so that you have to do that. So give me the Constitution save while strapped to the chair. This is going to be fun if you fail. If you fail, this is going to be fun. If you succeed, this is going to just be cool. Oh my god, you failed. Okay, so he failed. Your body initially rejects the dragon blood. Meaning, not good things. Let's just say, you ever felt like you were really sick and were constantly, like, wanting to throw up? That immediately is what happens to you. As everything inside of your stomach now comes out of your stomach.
Oh, no.
Wait.
In both directions.
Oh, no.
Is this my character's dragon blood, or no?
No, this is Sylvester's dragon blood, because this is their warlock patrons doing this.
Oh.
Yeah, Sylvester spawned dragon blood in the place where he's in, and his body violently rejects it. So, yeah, he is now getting the poison condition for the next 24 hours minimum. I believe it's actually 1d10 days. Let me double check that. But yeah, as well as you are making a giant mess everywhere because everything inside of your stomach is coming out, and that's going to continue to be the case for at least the next day. So you cannot eat anything for the next day, which means, by the way, you might end up starting to starve, Zoro, because you can't retain food. 8 days. You will be poisoned for 8 days. Also, however, this also causes something else, and this is something Alder will be excited about. Do you know what that is?
Yeah?
A wild magic surge.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, since he can't eat, could he drink?
Everything in his stomach is leaving his stomach.
Okay.
So, yes, he could eat or drink. It would just come back out. And that will be the case in the next 24 hours. He won't die, but, like, he'll be an absolute mess. And you can hear people in the over the intercoms, corporate, sorry, for Zoro, you can hear corporate saying, "What the fuck is he doing in there?"
Wait. Do I have access to their systems now?
No, you do not. Well, I'll talk about what you get access to in a bit. I would say that's what Zoro heard in his little contained area.
I'm kind of curious what's going to happen with Bullet now with the Raiju effects.
I am curious about that too. I am currently looking for a table though, because I need to do the wild magic table. Which I need to go into the Stormfront campaign, because I don't have it set up in Cyberpunk. Oh boy, so what did you get?
A new car!
Oh my god, you got cast 10 random cantrips at random targets with random choices that requires a choice. I now need to pick 10 cantrips. Oh boy. You're the only target around though, so they're all gonna hit you. Oh boy, let me roll 10 random cantrips, because I have a way to do that. That's not a cantrip.
Why?
Guidance. You get guidance cast on yourself.
You get guidance.
Which means that once during the next 8 hours, you can add an extra D4 to the next ability check you do. That's not a cantrip. There's so many first level spells.
I think there's not, like, I think this is not all of them. I think I tried to put all of them, and then it's like,
Yeah, it's fine. You also get Primal Savagery, which means that you channel primal magic into your teeth. Your fingernails and teeth get sharper and longer. magic stone, so the bits of... So all of the objects around you become magical throwing devices imbued with magic. Abhorrence, which means you temporarily make a creature within range less appealing to others. You make yourself uglier. Oh no. Oh no. You cast Eldritch Blast, so you get hit with cold beer in your own face, taking 1d8 cold damage. I'm not kidding, it's frozen beer. You get hit in the face with. You get... Eating weird things stuff. Yeah, as you literally upchucked magic. You also get Shillelagh, so anything wooden that you have on you can now be used as a powerful hitting device for the next minute. Decompose, which does nothing.
I love this.
Right. Word of Radiance, which means you utter a divine word and burning radiance erupts from you. Each creature of your choice you see within range. So nothing, but you just get a burst of light coming out of you. And I think one more? Or is it two more? Sacred Flame. You also burst into flames, do radiant flames, taking 1d8 radiant damage. Oh my god. That's 1d8 radiant. That's 8. Uh-oh. And final one. That one's funny, but that's not a cantrip. That's not a cantrip. That's also not a cantrip, I don't think. No, it's a... Because I have a list of first level spells and cantrips that I'm rolling on. And so it keeps spitting out first level spells. You also get Blade Ward, so the next time you take Bloodstained Piercing or Slashing, it's reduced in half, because you have resistance for the next one round. So 6 seconds. Yeah, I hope enough starved to death since double metabolism. Yeah, you're not going to starve to death, but if you didn't eat for a week, you would. But a human can survive 3 weeks without eating, so they're fine. Either way, you took a bunch of damage and a bunch of random bullshit happened in addition to, you know, your contents getting upchucked. As your body violently rejected Sylvestro's blood.
Weak.
Alder has no idea that this happened. All they hear is the distant laughter of Sylvestro in their mind. As Sylvestro is laughing at you, Zoro.
Cathangos. I feel like Cathangos is joining in the laughter.
You can't hear Cathangos because you don't have access to the Astral Plane.
Damn it.
Yeah, Cathangos cannot comment it. However, now let's go back to what Rattle's doing. So, yes, you're with a roll of 23, you're able to not only remove the back door, but also you trace the back door back to the corporate systems, and you're able to install the back door into corporate systems. Specifically, their telecommunication satellite. Which means something really cool, Rattle. Do you know what that means?
What?
You can now tap into the global corporate radio chatter.
Okay. And
Now,
for the first time I'm doing this, I'm just gonna send out the stick bug meme to everyone in corporate.
oh my god. Okay, give me a stealth check first off, if you're doing that. Oh my god. What, we're gonna just pull a Star Trek and upload 8 terabytes of, like, alien porn?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, so you manage to be stealthy with it enough, and then you just start flooding everyone's systems with a virus that's self-replicating of just the stick bug beam. Roll me a D100 to see what effect it has in corporate systems.
99!
Oh my freaking god. Okay, so the entire corporate power grid goes down. As you literally shut down systems, as you literally scrambled all corporate systems across their entire network at once. And they're going to have to take at least a few days to a few weeks to repair.
Hopefully that saves Solo.
However, Give me another stealth check. Because they're trying to trace it back to see who the fudge did this. That is not good enough, as they're able to trace it back enough that they realize it came from this location, and there's only one person with those skills in this location. So they realize you did this. They're able to trace it back enough. You need a 20, by the way. That was DC 20 for that subject.
Actually, given my all-purpose tool, it would be 21.
True. This is a hacking thing. Yes, actually, they do not track you. Their systems are fried too fast for the thing to properly track you. So you're able to do this and get away with it scot-free. This is hilarious.
I had to quickly change Zoro's classes because he put Hexblade.
Yeah, you are not a Hexblade Warlock Zoro. You're a Great Worm patron and a Archfey patron.
I fixed that. I'm just setting right now.
I'm gonna tell Bolt and Alder what I did.
Thumbs up.
Bolt's like, I already know. That was fucking hilarious, kid. As every loudspeaker across corporate is just blasting the freaking stickbug meme.
I think Zoro would hear this as well. Would Zoro hear this as well?
Yes, Zoro hears this as well. In fact, Zoro, roll me a D100.
100.
Keep in mind, the stigma meme is going on while all of his nonsense from him rejecting the magic is happening too. So he just hears the stigma meme, and then everything in him comes out. I say a D100, not a D1000. Yes, it's a D1000, the secret dice the DM never rolls. It's okay. 37. Unfortunately, it does not actually help you escape at all. Because none of the devices in the room that you're in that are containing you are technology based. Because it's just a rope, a chain, and an arcane lock spell.
Would it shut down the power in there as well?
Sure, it shuts down the power. That doesn't get him out of the chair, though. The power in the building is shut down, but it's not like we're not going off Five Nights at Freddy's logic. It doesn't open the door.
I know. I meant just so it'd be hard for them to find him.
True, but they already know his location. They know he's in the holding cell. Because he's in a corporate facility. In fact, it actually makes it a little harder for him to escape, because the door can only be opened electronically, and now it's shut down. So he can't even open the door if he wanted to now. I forgot Void Shield for when all the two games. True, you have actually taken less? Is it like, how much does it reduce by?
I'm gonna post Void Shield.
There. That's Thunderstep. Oh! That only requires verbal components, so yes, you can use Thunderstep. Oh boy, you're going to try the escape attempt right now. Okay. Before we get to the escape attempt, Alder, we still have something to do with you, and that is for you to drink Cathangos' blood.
It smells like ozone!
It smells like ozone, tastes like void, and a hint of cherry.
For cherry! Don't ask.
I'm just gonna keep that stick bug maybe on auto loop for corporate.
Oh no, it is. It's on auto loop, and here's the thing: it's in a self-propagating virus, so it's just spreading constantly. I just hear the Russian badger beam. Get stick bug, motherfucker! Get stick bug, motherfucker! Oh my god! All right, Constitution save 25. I think that's barely enough, because was it like DC 25 or something for the Void Bullet?
DC 20.
DC 20.
You're gonna have to tell Flame what I did.
Yeah? Oh my god, I just forgot about that. I just sent them. Hey Flame, Rattle just stick bugged all of corporate, so keep in mind for the campaign a lot of the systems are in disarray at the moment as a result. I'm waiting for Flame's response. Corp now hates stick bug memes. Well, yeah, they already hate stick bug memes because you've done this before, if you remember. Not on this scale, but you've done this before. It was
Yeah.
It was with porn before, but yes. Alright, so Alder, you managed to actually make the Constitution same time. So for Alder, for you, it feels like you hear like a clock ticking sound as everything just goes still and you're standing in a starry sea of nothingness. And then suddenly everything snaps back to reality and you get a shock in your system as a glowing black purplish cloud that just emanates from your body. As for a brief moment, you turn into a cosmic self and then flash back to reality.
There goes gravity!
I'm gonna tell Paul that this is kind of for revenge of them taking Solo.
Just is freaking flashing colors and static. Alder has TV static in her eyes.
Yeah, and also looking at Alder currently gives people a headache. In fact, guess what just happened as well? Since you just went this way in front of corporate, everyone in corporate who saw it now has to make a wisdom save.
I was talking to Bolt.
I know, but you're talking.
Alder. Broadcast Alder.
You're talking at the same time that Alder was, though, so I didn't listen to hear what you said.
I was telling Bolt that this is to get even at corporate for taking Solo.
Yeah. Bolt says, nice shot, kid. 1 in a million. And as this happens...
Hey, it's just under power.
Anyway, going on with what's happening with Alder, you're just, what, screaming at the moment? Alder?
Do not blame me!
So, yeah, I'm gonna have all the corporate people take madness checks, and a good amount of them fail. The ones that are present here anyway. And in particular, you see the tank driver just kind of turn his tank immediately at Alder and just instinctively fire another shot at Alder. As he just panics and fight or flight response kicks in, and he chooses fight.
Can I use shield to protect Alder?
The shield spell only works on yourself, not on other people.
I meant, like, can I get in the way while using shield?
You could, but this is a... You could, but here's the thing. Alder's immune to most of the damage. You're not. So you'd be taking far more damage than Alder would.
Alder will just Alder gets hit, all of a sudden Void Shield activates, and she just out the damage.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, you get shot again. Corporate's in a panic. They're going, what the fuck is going on? Get it together, man. What the hell are you doing?
Wait, wouldn't the tank be affected by the stick bug as well?
No, it's not hooked into the corporate internet.
Okay.
Right now I'm worrying about the effects of the madness, not the effects of the stick bug as well. Plus we saw Alder get hit by it before. Right, yeah, we saw Alder get hit by it before, it'd be fine, for the most part. And then Void Shield kicks in, which says that through the power, you gain resistance to cold and force, and you can use a reaction to reduce damage of any damage source You can be warlock level plus your charisma mod. It just reduces damage by like 17.
8 plus 5.
10 plus 5?
What's 8 plus 5?
13. So it gets
13.
47, cut in half to 23, and then reduced by 13. So it's down to 10. 10 damage.
I can then deal an additional type of the absorbed damage equal to. I could just. Oh my god, I could add 13.
You can add 13 fire damage to your next attack, yes.
I'm tempted.
Alright, so. Yeah, they're in a panic at the moment, and corporate is just full on retreating at this point, as there are soldiers going mad, there's people fighting people, there's just pandemonium going on, as it seems they can't handle the essence of Alder currently.
I'm tempted to magnify gravity them.
No. Sylvester says, Alder, just let them go. Don't fight them. You don't want to pick a fight with them right now. Just relax and let everyone regroup.
Yeah, we need to save Zoro.
Speaking of Zoro, Zoro, since craziness is happening, you use Thunderstep, correct? Alright, so you managed to Thunderstep. Give me a... since you're able to Thunderstep out of your restraints. And then you cause a booming sound. Roll the thunder damage. Because I want to see if you're able to blow open the walls or doors with the thunder damage. Yes, Cathangless made Alder more tanky, and also made Alder more terrifying, as we can see here. Because, yes, by the way, anytime that they're in a full cosmic form, if anyone sees them that has not seen them before, they have to make the wisdom save or else get madness.
Alder's just speaking in void speech. Be not afraid.
Oh god, biblically accurate Alder.
Biblically accurate Alder.
That's God's powerful. So between the stick bug beam and the void speech and all this nonsense, just corporate's in disarray. Like, what the heck? And even Bolt is like, you're actually starting to intimidate me at this point. What the heck are you guys doing?
I don't know about the other two. I'm just trolling people.
Says the person who fired a 110-foot-long laser beam into the sky. Yeah, sure.
You literally fired your laser.
Even
I don't really have control over that.
And you're saying Alder has control over what they're doing?
Kinda.
Oh no, Alder is speaking in computer's language. Anyway, so Zoro, you managed to thunderstep out of your restraints, and also you put a heavy dent in the door, as you seem to have almost ripped the door in half with the thunder damage.
Oh god, the text almost broke the freaking roll 20.
Yeah.
When void speech is so powerful, it breaks the game.
Literally. So, you're out of your restraints, Zoro, and the door is ripped, is almost blown off its hinges. Not quite, but you can get through it pretty easily at this point. So, you gonna try and make your escape at this point?
He would have advantage while it's dark.
Yes. Did anyone say unicorn boon? What's unicorn boon? No one mentioned unicorn boon. Oh, wait, I did remember, though. You do have Hands of the King. So you can recover your own poisoned condition. And also heal the trauma that is happening in your body so you can eat again. Because you are currently very hungry.
Wait, wouldn't this also help him get that dragon blood in him?
When Sylvester gives him more. Sylvester only gave him 1 pint of blood currently.
Okay.
And it came out of his body. So unless he wants to, like, I don't know, go eat his own vomit again, which I doubt he wants to do.
There we go, Alder. Alder's probably speaking Eldritch.
Yeah, that's proper Cthulhu language. Sorry, that's proper Lovecraftian language.
I'm just gonna stop Alder to snap her out of it.
What are you going to do to try and knock her out of it?
I said I'll stop her to snap her out of it.
Alright, give me an attack roll. While I wait for Zoro to do their thing and tell me what they are doing. Yeah, heal. So okay, so you tap your own chest, heal your own condition, and then bash down the door. All right, give me a strength check to bash down the door. This is a pretty easy strength check.
I was actually with the normal attack for me be a strength as well.
No, it's an attack roll from you. It'd be
I don't have
1d20 plus strength bond. Anyway, yeah, you managed to fail the really easy strength check, Boxy, Zoro, and you hurt your own shoulder in the process. Do you want to try opening the door again? So I can hit Chica?
Do it again! Do it again!
So, Rattle rolls a 7 to hit you, Chica.
Alder would legit... Hold on, I want to say something.
Holding on. Yes. Oh, you're typing it out, aren't you? Okay.
Yep.
Alright, so
Alder
Zoro.
would rip Rattle's head and just say this. The translated is, you're gonna have to try a lot harder than that.
What do you grip the hand with? Your teeth or your hand?
My hand.
Alright, so you go to slap Alder. Alder just grabs your wrist and then speaks to you in void speech with a menacing look on her face.
I can't die.
Meanwhile, Zoro, you managed to actually bash down the door, which is relatively flimsy at this point, and you hear utter chaos going on in the building as people are panicking and trying to get systems back up, and Stick Bub is blasting everywhere, and no one has seemed to notice you yet. What do you want to do, Zoro? Zoro, you do notably still have your Pegasus boots on you that Kazanglis gave you.
Hit the door!
They're out of the door. They bashed down the door. They're in the hallway currently.
I did tell Alder something.
Oh no, Bullet responded. It was just casually, it's a thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean by unicorn boot. The void speech. Okay.
You don't think Raiju's used to that?
Notably, Bullet cannot understand void speech currently.
Oh.
Pegasus boots the hell out of here. Alright, what's your movement speed, Zoro? Let me look it up.
100.
Oh, if he used the gas feature with that, here goes Sonic speed.
He is going to be moving 300 feet in a straight line down the hallway. So in the hallway, they just hear the sound of you starting to run in place, and then you just zoom, and people like... I'm going to have them make dex saves, because the corporate guards hear this and like, oh fuck. So I'm going to have them make a couple of dex saves.
I mean, at this speed, I feel like... Zoro will be ripping through them at this speed.
The dex save would be disadvantaged because of darkness, right?
No, because he's making a lot of noise.
I'd still say it's gonna rip them apart if they're in the way.
Right, which is why I'm having them make dex saves to see if they can get out of the way, Alder.
Literally, thanks to Cathaglus's gift, Zoro is moving at the speed of a bullet.
Yeah. Anyway, first one passed. Second one failed. Third one passed. Fourth one failed. Fifth one passed. Sixth one passed. Seventh one passed. Eighth one failed.
Eighth one failed.
That is 1, 2, 3 failures. Now, so yeah, you managed to hit 3 of them with this, which means that you auto crit melee attack them. And you don't even need to roll a hit. Just do your melee damage, whatever your melee attack damage would be in this case. Oh, great, it rolled a crit anyway. Okay, so do your bite attack 3 times. I'll just roll the damage on the bite attack 3 times. Yeah, it's not 20 anyway, even when we didn't need it. Okay, so that is 12, 9, and 13. As you bash into them at high speed and blow them out of the way, ripping into them with your teeth in the process. As you just blow through them and then slam into the end of the hallway at high speed. You manage to make another, actually I'll roll damage another time. You hit the end of the hallway. Oh wait, I forgot. All of them take an extra 2d10 damage. I forgot. Let me roll those. Okay, you managed to kill the corporate people you go through, by the way. They're all dead. As for the wall, you hit the end of the hallway, and you hit the wall so hard that you blow through the hall and out the wall on the other end. However, you do take a heavy amount of damage as a result, so you'll take 2d10 bludgeoning damage to yourself, but you are through the outside wall and out of the building as you stumble and are non-knocked prone. That's our first use of the Pegasus boots, folks. What are your thoughts on it, Zoro, now that you've actually gotten to use it? They all grow up so young. I'll roll how much damage you took. You inflicted 11 bludgeoning damage on yourself.
I hear.
Yes, Rattle, it is definitely that meme, the Gumpy meme. Sonic speed, go burr, yeah. It's just ran 300 feet straight through a bunch of people, straight through a wall, and just crashed face first on the other side, injuring yourself in the process. But you're out. You're out of there. And Zoro, when you get out of there, you hear a chuckling voice that sounds familiar. In the voice of a middle-aged man. But we'll hold on to who that is for a second. What's happening with Alder and Rattle and Bullet and stuff? Corporate's panicking. What are you all doing?
I'm gonna put on the power armor.
Alright, when you do, its systems turn on, though it's very low power. It seems to only have 1 charge in it, meaning you can't use any extra features, but it will run. Bolt is about 3 minutes away at this point.
I'm gonna try to fix it from inside the power armor.
You're gonna try the what?
I'm gonna try to fix it from inside.
It's not damaged. It's just low in power.
I meant to get it more power.
Oh,
Well,
that
you
requires you to go
just-
to a charging station. You can't, it's not like you have batteries on you, so.
I meant like I was gonna use my tools on it.
You can't magically make it more power with tools.
Did someone say Shocking Valley?
No, don't shoot light. I mean, if you want to try to shoot lightning into the armor to try and give it more charge that way, sure, but I don't think that's gonna work.
Dang it.
I mean,
I
you
will
could.
call lightning.
I'll allow you to try. If Rattle consents. Rattle, do you consent to have lightning be shot into your armor?
I'm gonna give her 2 wires from it to do it.
You're gonna give her 2 what?
Wires from the power armor to do it.
Alright, so what you do is you walk over and put your hand onto her hands, like palm to palm, when she uses the
You-
lightning thing from her palm.
I mean, she's still voided up from the freaking transformation. It's
She-
not ending.
No, the transformation ended because it only appeared for a brief second.
But the
'Cause-
after effects are still being felt for like an hour or two, isn't it?
The after effects for everyone else, yes, but since they've already seen your void form, they're fine. It's more corporate.
Oh, I
that's
thought
everything.
Alder still had the effects of the blood for an hour.
Oh yes, Alder still has the effects of the blood. What do the effects of the blood do? I completely forgot.
I don't have it written down for Cathangla specifically, but I have all the other dragons.
Alright, I think if I remember, the effects of the blood is basically your Cosmic Void 14th level feature, the transformation
Oh
thing.
wait, she has infinite spell slots.
Oh, that's what it was. We went with the Romani Ranch thing. Anyway, yeah. Fun fact. Cathagnos' blood is a potent source of magic and acts very similar to the special milk from Majora's Mask, in that it makes her spell slots never run out when she drinks it.
It also increases her intelligence by a lot.
Yes. It does not give all these benefits, Alder. It does not give the benefits of, Wait, no, it does give the benefits of, Gem Dragons. Never mind, I'm done. Anyway, Lightning. Yes, lightning. Alright, roll me a D100. I'm roided up, yes. Cathanglos is broken. 19, critical fail. So, you try to shock the system. You end up frying its circuits, and the power armor is now disabled.
Damn it, I can't go again.
I mean, you can
Would
go
I be-
again, but it's disabled. You can't undisable it.
Would I be trapped in it?
Yeah, because it's now a 1-ton suit of armor that you can't move on your own unless you have enough strength to move 1 ton of armor. Rather, you are now trapped in your armor again. Thanks to Sheikah again. Sorry, thanks to Alder again. Because I believe the first time also happened because of Alder. And then you hear over the intercom, just to add insult to injury, Bolt saying, "Don't abandon it this time."
I can't anyways, because I'm stuck.
You managed to abandon it the first time when it ran out of power.
No, yes, but I can't this time.
Good. And then he cuts the communication. Alright. Meanwhile, with Zoro. Zoro, you are currently, give me a perception check to see if you recognize who you are looking at after your concussion you gave yourself from not only being hit in the head, but also from the Pegasus boots. I keep looking at the Gumby meme.
Small price to pay!
I did not say Constitution save. I said perception check. Which is a good thing because you rolled a 6, and that would have been bad. Perception.
Has Flame replied to what we did?
Would he be what to what you did?
Has he replied?
As who replied?
Flame?
No. Blame has not replied. Anyway.
So this doesn't affect Group 1.
Group 1's currently in hell. Also, yeah, I told Flame that because Rattle affected the entirety of corporate, which would include Group 1. Which is, that's why I'm letting Flame know how to handle it on their own. Because Flame could determine whether it actually affects all of corporate, or just your local section of corporate, or whatever. But anyway. You're able to recognize, hey, there's the gas station guy here. He just is seemingly here at this facility, and he's just laughing at you and offers you a hand up.
The monk?
He says, "You always know how to make explosive entrances, don't you, Zoro?"
Uh, how is the monk reacted to the stick bug?
Rado wouldn't know, and also he's not giving much of a
No.
reaction at this moment to that. He's more focused on Zoro.
Okay.
I was about to say, as he should be. There's chaos going on below, and there's chaos going on above.
How are you here? Grabs hand to get up. And he just replies with a chuckle and saying, "Is that any way to greet a friend? Come on, I'll get you out of here." And then... yeah, he also asks, "Do you still have your motorcycle? It doesn't look like you do."
Sorry, I laughed because freaking at the same time the other steward watch said, "Oh, get me out, get me out!" The timing!
Yeah, it seems as you, of all places, also my cycle is there. Says, fine. I was doing some investigating on my own, let's just say. I don't work for corporate, if that's what you're thinking. I just have my own projects and want to do my own thing. I didn't expect you to be at this facility. I just happened to stumble across you because I was trying to gain the building, and then I hear explosions, and suddenly you're popping out of the building like Pop Goes the Weasel. So, just a nice happenstance, and I figured I'd help you get out of here since I'm here anyway.
My cycle is my armor. Fair.
Yes.
I forget that.
His motorcycle is his armor, which is kind of a cool upgrade.
Actually, wait. Oh no, the armor can't be taken off.
The armor was taken off, if you remember.
It's not with him, it's with us.
Yeah, you guys have Zoro's armor, because they took the armor off of Zoro because of the fact that it has a tracking chip in it. And notably, the cannot be removed against your will is only while Zoro is conscious. Since he was knocked unconscious, it could be taken off.
Damn it.
Yeah, I knew which rule that you were invoking, so I wanted to just put in a little asterisk. So yeah, that's the gas station guy's excuse. Is that he was here investigating something else, happened to be here at the corporate facility, and then just heard explosions, and now you popped out. He didn't know that you were here. It's just a lucky happenstance. Okay, so I think you can carry me back since I moved. You do not move 300 miles an hour. You move 300 feet per turn. I do not believe that is 300 miles an hour. I know it's a joke, but I'm not actually thinking about how much is that. It's okay. If 300 feet per turn is 60 feet per second. No, it's 50 feet per second. Now I'm actually going to calculate this. Give me a hot second. Give me a second, everyone.
Also, we don't know how heavy this dude is.
Which dude?
The person that Zoro's like, I could carry you back.
Well, I mean, he's on 34 miles an hour. At 300 feet per turn, you could run at 34.09091 miles per hour. That is your actual speed. And I'll send the calculation for you if you want. It's in Group 2 chat. Yes, certainly this group is chaos. Very much so. Yeah, you could run as fast as a car in a slow highway. About half the speed of a car on the highway. And that's your casual movement speed, not counting dashes. If we count you dashing every turn, it would be double that. So if you dash every turn, it'd be 68 miles per hour, which is the speed of a car on the highway. However, dashing also would eventually cause you to have to make constitution checks, so like you can't sustain dashing constantly. But
You're going to get exhaustion.
yeah. And you don't have your power armor to double your speed the way they used to, because that used to be that was the thing you could do with power armor, but you don't have your power armor, blah blah blah. Either way, how much do you weigh, Zoro? Like without the power armor, I mean. By the way, for those who do not remember, power armor canonically has a weight of 1 ton. It weighs as much as a car.
And no one's gonna question that Alder jokingly picked it up.
Right. Because Alder is already known for being insanely strong.
And that was even before the blood in her system.
Right. Average weight. So, I'll say like 220 pounds. Let me go check. Yeah, he could reasonably lift you. He, however, says, I have another idea. There's been something I've been hearing about that I want to try out.
Shot put, shot put, shot put, shot put.
I'm not gonna... Here's this thing. It's like, as funny as the idea of just yeeting you back to the gas station is, I have a better idea. Do you feel like being unconscious for a little bit longer? Because I heard about a technique I can do. You are not going to wake up in another cell, I promise you. If you're ready, lay down onto the ground, flat on your back, and close your eyes, and relax. He says while pandemonium is going on in the corporate building still. One of the corporate guards sees you and says like, "Hey, you!" And then he just shoots him a look. The gas station guy just shoots out a look, pulls out a pistol, and just caps the corporate guard immediately.
Respect?
Yeah, it's like, shut up! I'm talking to Zoro. So here's a fun little implication that I found out as a DM because I found out because of the Surtur character. He walks up to Zoro, pulls out his datapad, and scans Zoro. Zoro is now inside of his datapad like a Pokeball. Yeah, he literally absorbed Zoro into his datapad. Can I explain to you players how that works?
Yes, please.
So, here's the rules for having people inside datapads. I don't know if Rattle mentioned that before, but if he did, I didn't think about it at the time. Probably because Finrio was in charge, and Finrio's dumb. But anyway. While a person is inside of it, you can absorb a corpse into a datapad, which is why you can do this. However, if you absorb a living person, they're in suspended animation while in the datapad. This means that for them, no time will go by. It will be as if no time goes by, but basically while they're in there, they are entirely unable to do anything. Unable to receive information or give information.
So their bodies became digital.
Basically, they got a digitized body inside of here. What was that, Sheikah?
He's a Digimon!
Yeah, this is a Digimon or a Pokemon in this case. Where it just became completely still into the pad, and now they could just carry you in the datapad. And yeah, Zoro, the next thing you're going to notice, by the way, is you appear in the gas station as he just transported you there. But that's going to be a while off because it's going to take him a while to get back to the gas station. However, he does, since he has Zoro, he does actually activate his communicator and contact Rattle. The gas station guy... Yeah, go ahead.
We're just like, oh, Cathagos is Swiss. Hello there. You miss me?
Gas station guy says, like Coke after Lent.
Did he contact me?
Well, he contacted you, and yet Alder somehow intercepted it anyway.
Listen, I think you knew now. If Cathagos wants to talk, they'll find a way.
Here's the thing, he's in the Astral, he can't contact you right now. I'll point out again, Cathagos cannot contact you right now. But yes, both of you are on the line, so you just hear Alder say that, and you hear the gas station guy respond, Rattle.
Hello?
Hello there, Rattle, the responsible one in the group. I have acquired 1-0. Do you require me, would you like me to return him?
Yes.
Base.
What was that?
Yes.
It'll be safe to bring him back to base.
Yep, I was going to bring him back to the gas station anyway, since I had no idea where any of you are. But I happened to be infiltrating this facility when I heard a loud crash and someone broke through a wall. By the way, are you guys the ones responsible for the stick bug meme that is going around?
That was
me.
Responsible for making a singularity.
I have no idea what a singularity is. Also, great job, kid. That is hilarious. Redoable quest item Zoro. Yes, Zoro is a quest item that you cannot drop because he's required for a quest.
It's the new Cathagos skit.
If you also seen that light in the sky, that was actually me as well.
Nope, he wouldn't have a way to see that because he's way far away from you. He's on like he's several dozen miles away from you. So no, he did not see that.
Long story short, there's no longer an issue with the underground sections anymore. We kind of cleared out this weird looking lobster tasting thingy.
We also have civilians with us as well.
Sounds like you all gone quite the adventure.
Yeah, I feel very weird.
Like you always feel weird. So what do you mean?
The funniest thing is I like to imagine Alder speaking all this shit in void speech.
No, because he would. Well, oh yeah, she's speaking all this stuff in void speech, and he's responding to her in void speech.
And somehow my organs and wings are healed.
Nice, good job. Which, by the way, this is the first time you realize, Sheikah, he can understand void speech. How can he understand void speech?
I'm gonna leave it as Alder doesn't even know that she's speaking void speech.
No, Alder is aware. Alder is aware.
I did tell her that I can't understand her.
Right, and meaning you can't understand the gas station guy's responses to Alder. But you can understand the gas station guy's responses to you, Rattle. Because he's switching his language on the fly between common and void speech. Somehow.
We'll meet up with you soon.
He says in common, don't worry, I'm going to be bringing this Zoro I have acquired back to the gas station. Get back there whenever you feel like it. Though, hey, kid, you might want to watch out for speaking that language. Not a lot of people can handle that language.
I know. It just felt weird. The person that gave me a lot of this power spoke it too.
Just be careful. And don't drop me.
Their name was Carcinogen Cathagos.
Never heard of it.
I told Alder just to be careful and don't drop me.
Alright,
Right
Alder
now,
is currently picked up and is holding Rattle. I forgot about that.
We've joked about this enough. Alder legit almost is undying.
Yeah, almost.
And I did tell you just don't drop me.
Yep.
Hey, you'll be fine.
Hey, Rattle, you'll be lucky if she doesn't suplex you in an elevator.
Gotcha, suplex!
No!
See what I mean? Meanwhile, Zoro's not hearing any of this because he is just trapped in a suspended animation field in a datapad.
I feel like Bolt would shock Zoro from trying to suplex me.
He wouldn't hear it because he's in datapad currently.
I meant Bolt.
Oh, Bolt. Bolt's not listening into this conversation. He's still like 3 minutes away in a helicopter, which is quite a distance away, and he's not listening to communications. And the gas station guy says, "I should probably keep moseying on. You kids stay safe and try not to destroy everything. All right?"
I'll try. I already made people in corporate
I'll
afraid of me.
try, but I don't know about the other two.
Music to my ears. See ya. And he just cuts the line.
Be right back.
Is it a success?
Okay.
She officially made everyone in corporate afraid of her.
Yeah, which I think this is a good place to end off for today.
Yay.
Yeah, that was fun. I had fun. Did you all have fun?
Well, I just like it. It's just like, yeah, Cathaglus help me. I never heard of him.
Yep.
Why do I have a feeling a bigger reaction is going to be taken from Bullet? And not Bullet, Bolt.
You know exactly why, and if you don't remember why, I can DM it to you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. We're ending the session here. I'm not
Okay.
ending the stream yet, though. Go ahead.
I just honestly love how this went.
I do too. I do too. This is a great session. I enjoyed this session quite a bit. Is there anything else? I mean, I'm fine ending it here. Are you fine ending it here, Rattle?
Yeah. And
Next one is next
sorry
week.
about messing up corporate.
Oh, don't apologize for messing up corporate. They deserve it.
Listen,
The only
you-
person you might have to apologize to is Flame, and that's about it.
I mean, at least it's not as bad. I was going to say at least it's not as bad as Alter. I'm like, Alters can be excused.
Yeah, Rattle, can you do me a favor and go explain to Flame and DMs exactly what you did?
Okay.
Don't involve me. I did nothing.
Anyway, with that being said, thank you all for watching, if indeed you still are. I'll talk to y'all later. Goodbye.
Goodbye. See you next week.
Yeah, see you next week. We may or may not have Sir to join us next week or the week after, but we will see. It depends on how quickly we get their character.